See how I feel tomorrow. Might do that again tomorrow.
Oh
Okay.
no, you just said you called out of work on stream. Yeah, they're gonna get you.
Yeah, I'm sick.
This is video proof of my sickness.
Hurry, shut it down and take it off the cloud.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Somebody do that fucking copyright strike against our own video.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, they use my likeliness without permission.
It'll be
I'm not here,
100%.
my own
That
phone.
happens all the time.
Yeah.
Fucking all the time.
Okay, so tonight is maximum effort from Kyle. I once again did not do the recap. I woke up an hour ago. Yeah. There was enough time to get the rest of it situated though, so there's that. Yeah.
Roll 20, that's
Yeah.
what I'm not in.
Am I in roll 20?
Also, I was gonna say this earlier, but when you were talking about like you gave us homework, I just did mine also, but because of a fighter, it's literally, do I have 20 strength yet? Nope. Okay, I know what I'm doing, and that's the end of it.
Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and get this show on the road. Music. All right. So last week you guys bought an airship. Discussed the possibilities and various configurations of what you wanted to do. I hope that you guys have figured that out. And then you were supposed to send me names. Most of you did this, but except for a couple of you. That did not. You did not buy the $40,000 airship, much to Bill's chagrin. But, you know, I guess that's the price you pay for war crimes. So, anywho,
My God. Oh, we just walked through the fire.
let's see. I think I
He's on mute.
forgot. To
I'm
write
back,
this.
bitches.
Hang on. We I don't think I wrote it down. Fortunately, forgot the inn or the hotel that Phasmus was staying in. Goddamn. Well, that sucks. Everybody should watch the last episode then, so you can figure it out.
Hey.
And let me know.
I'm pretty sure I have it in my notes at home.
That's totally helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was the question? I was reading something else.
What in
Every Dragon.
Phasmus was it?
Yeah. We can't trust anything that Adam wrote down because the name is obviously incorrect and
Totally.
gibberish.
I mean, Tree Toucher was pretty good.
Not his name. Not his name.
Very, very close though.
Is his name, according to Lance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is now, motherfucker.
So you set off to the local Dolrandir Steam dealership, purchased yourself a airship for the tidy sum of 27,500, I believe. I believe there was a discussion that still needs to be had about the gun configuration, how you want to go about doing that.
Weren't we leaving that up to Harrow because she's the one that was gonna like upgrade him and shit?
Sure, but I would like to know it. So,
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure we can have a group discussion
We-
about
yeah,
like
we could-
Arrow handle the
because
information.
heaven forbid that you get into a airship battle, it would probably be best to know this beforehand.
Well, we have
Probably.
4 guns.
Mm-hmm.
Four
Oh.
guns,
One on
as
each.
optioned by the dealer. So I did want to go over a couple things. I still forgot to check. Hold on, let's see. Um. I want to say total carrying capacity for this thing is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 tons. 9 to 10 tons.
Is that with all the equipment, or is that like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How
While
much does the ship itself weigh?
fuck ton. I don't know.
So it's not like what I meant with like all the equipment is like 10 tons, like the maximum, including the ship weight,
No,
or is it
that
like
is
extra weight is 10 tons?
extra weight.
Okay.
10 tons of extra weight. Uh. Fuck. There's what was I gonna say? There is cabins for 12. There is also like cots and stuff that can be configured for the cargo like room. So while minimum crew is 5, basically takes 5 to crew. It does have brain's not working. While it sleeps cabin like rooms 412, not including the captain's quarters, which sit top deck, top side.
How many people did Homie bring? Minotaur dude.
We
Haven't
don't
gotten
know.
there yet. Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
gotten there yet. It can hold up to 50 passengers in total. So, but that's if you have no cargo. So
That's
basically,
what?
you'll be using cargo space to carry people instead.
Sorry, I just drank really hot
Bless you.
tea. Wasn't expecting it to be so hot in my short throat, chest, like inside area.
Okay, so you guys leave. From there, where are you heading now? From the dealership.
Wasn't the plan to go to the other city to check out that dude? Like across the hills on
got-
like far
well, you
left of the
have-
map?
Yeah, we have a few days to
You have a few days.
chill here while they're setting
yeah.
up the airship.
So
Probably
back
just-
to the
so
end.
you meant like where are we going? Like in town? Like what are we doing right now? While we
Yes.
wait?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you basically told come back in 4 days.
Okay.
And
I'd
then,
like to
have
What's up,
the ship
Diggin?
ready. theoretically.
I like to see the. I like to go to the armory or whatever blacksmith or what have you, wherever one buys.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough.
Um,
What are you looking for?
Sorry.
What are you looking for?
Oh, if there's any magic weapons or armor.
Ouch. Plate mail, easy enough to find. Rather expensive. It's I wanna say it's what 1,000 gold for plate. But you are able to find like basic arms and armaments. Um, uh, let's see here. What we got? Let's see. You can find +1 magic, +1 sword. If you're looking for that, I would say that's probably within within your ability to find.
That's a great sword.
Yeah.
Oh, how much is that?
Oops.
What's the AC on plate mail?
18.
Oh, 18.
Here, the you can find a +1 magic greatsword for 350 gold.
Sold.
A little bit more expensive than what a few weeks ago when you guys had done some shopping. There has been like a pretty significant kind of price hike for some things, just given the natural order of wartime mobilization. So unfortunately, it does incur a little bit of a premium due to that, but you can still find one currently.
how much would a great sword be?
A regular greatsword,
Yeah.
75.
Yeah. I'm gonna just get one.
Okay.
You said 350, right?
350, yeah, and then 75 for just the normal sword. Let's see. You are able to find 3 potions of healing.
Hey, why are you rolling? Like fucking bogging down my internets.
If we have those potions of healing, Hera will like put them in that Bill Tech like gun
Okay.
bonus action.
There are Like they basically have it in like a big jug, and then they can either be filled into the vials or into to containers, whichever you would like. There is a potion of greater healing for 250 as well.
Can't say I won't buy nothing for the group. I'll put down the cost for that.
Okay,
250, you said?
250.
Is there a place to go for magical items, accessories, and such?
What do you look for?
Something like bracers or something. Do you have to be specific? Like if they were to add to a stat,
Like defense or something?
Yeah, the only kind of like bracers that are really useful would be like casting bracers, because there's not great bracers that are cheap. Like unless you're talking like a shit ton.
Depends on what each one it goes for.
Yeah, you could get an enchantment put on like an item for like a +1 stat, but I want to say it's like 2,500 gold pieces.
Fair enough. Okay, thank you.
How much would something like org strength enchantment be?
Like you mean giant strength? It's like
Yeah,
giant strength is like I want to
that's
say
what I meant.
+4 or some
So
shit.
so they have different ones. They have like hill giant is like the lowest, and then they have like mountain giant or whatever, which is like super, or fire giant or something, which is like +5.
Let's see. I want to say that the belt of let's see here. Let's see which one they got. You can find a belt of fire giant strength. But let's see. But that is like very, very expensive.
Yeah, I feel like that shit would be like 50,000.
Yeah, it's damn near 50,000.
What about the belt of dwarven kind? And the one reason I really want this belt is because I have a 50% chance at the break of dawn to grow a full beard. I think that's hilarious.
I mean, you can.
just odds or evens. Do I wake up with a beard or not?
5,000.
5,000? It's kind of worth it. I mean, it does have good advantages for everything else too.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go to the local alchemy shop and try to find some oils and poultices that might help you grow a beard.
No, I'm not trying to grow a beard. I just like the idea of randomly having a full beard when I wake up. I think that's hilarious. I do kind of want this belt anyways. Maybe I'll save up for this one. I still have this bandolier of daggers. I don't have a good use for it. Should I just get rid of it? I've been holding it because I'm like, it's cool. Would anybody want to use it? Can we throw it on the front of our ship and throw daggers at people? I don't know what to do with
What
it.
is it?
The bandolier of daggers.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
Yeah,
Like a sash with like daggers in it.
Just
I just, like,
daggers.
Yeah,
You
I just
have a
walk
bunch of
around with it.
daggers.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool as fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. You
That
just wear it.
and my duster. I'm a badass looking dude.
Yeah. There's a like bandolier of shiny silver metal daggers, like you know, like the 6 of them that are lying down the front of it. Like
Mhm.
it's pretty cool.
Never used it once, but it
And-
does look cool.
You never know when you might need 6 daggers.
Right. Grow 4 more arms. I'm in business.
Okay, so easy enough to get that. Did you want the? Were you gonna buy plate armor, Bill?
No.
What do you have now? Oh, you have good armor, don't you?
I have 17. I have split mail, I think.
Can
I have
he
split.
can he get +1 to a split? That's what I did with what's his face.
Not here, not currently, or at least
Gotcha.
not in the time frame that you guys have. But like you could, but they say it's gonna take about a week.
Yeah, I think that's what happened last time. Is when we all got our shit enchanted.
I have a question for you, Kyle.
Sure.
Glyph of Warding says that you can imbue a spell into a glyph, yada yada yada. The only clause that matters for the question I'm asking is, it says if the surface or object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast the spell, the glyph is broken and the spell ends without being triggered. If I cast a spell in the hot tub, would the ship flying count as the glyph moving? Like, what is the frame of reference for a moving hot tub?
I feel like it's one of those things like you cast it on a treasure chest, and if it moves, then the spell goes off or something. Not like if I put it on my RV, and the RV moves.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of how it seems like it should work.
Theoretically, I would say yes, but because the hot tub is part of the ship, if the ship moves, then it would probably trigger it.
Well, it doesn't trigger it; it essentially breaks the spell.
Oh,
What I'm wondering is, if I cast Revivify and a Glyph of Warding in the hot tub with the condition, if a dead body is put into this hot tub, cast Revivify on it, could we have a basically contingent reviving hot tub in the airship? It would cost an extra couple hundred gold than just buying like a scroll of Revivify and having it with us at all times.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Yeah. That's what I'm spending my time doing then.
It's basically like the Ra's al Ghul pool
Mhm.
from Batman. Yeah.
Mhm.
The Lazarus Pit.
Here's a Mike question. Are there any scrolls that we should potentially pick up that will be useful for the party? Because 3 of us can use scrolls.
I'm sure there are.
Is there any suggestions on if I should pick some up?
I
'Cause if
mean,
not, I'm not going to.
I don't have any immediate suggestions.
Oh.
I think we've got pretty consistent access to the stuff that we could cast from a scroll.
Okay.
Kyle, is there anybody who has a flame tongue available for purchase?
Flame tongue. Let's see, what is that?
It's what I want.
If I cast shield with a scroll, does it still have to be on me?
What's that?
I cast shield with a scroll because it's like a self spell. Can I
Yeah,
use the
because you're
scroll
the
to put
one
on somebody else?
you're the
or-
one that's casting it. It doesn't matter if it's on a scroll or not.
Gotcha. Okay.
You could get a flame tongue enchantment on a weapon. It's like 4,500 gold pieces to do that for a greatsword, though, and it would take a week.
My money back. Everybody, give me your money.
We still have like 26k or something. Yeah,
Yeah, has anybody
26.98.
done the math to
Yeah,
see how
it's
much we've spent so far?
So right now we have 26,980 left in the bag
That sounds
because
about right.
we used everything basically from the vault, but barely touched the bag.
Do enchantments go on normal swords?
Mhm.
They can't go on magical swords, right?
I don't think you can enchant a magical sword.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it'd be like way OP.
You can. It's more difficult. It's generally more pricey. If you're trying to make that a +1, on top of having a flame tongue, then the price goes up to about 5,200.
But don't you have to like break the current enchantment or start with like a non-enchanted
He doesn't
sword?
have a magic weapon. It's just a standard greatsword at the moment. So
No,
he
no,
can-
Oh,
I bought the magic weapon.
Yeah, I thought he
Oh,
had
that's right.
the one
he
that he
did,
just got.
Yeah. Yes. So the flame tongue would replace it. You could have it re-enchanted to be +1, and it would be 5,200. So it would break the current enchantment that is on the spell. Yeah.
So I could have a flame tub greatsword +1.
Yes.
Yeah. Papa want that. I want that bad.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
how much is it? 52.
5,200.
Alright,
And it's going to
take
take.
it off.
It's gonna take 8 days.
What if?
I don't need it right away. We can come back or whatever. I'm just saying. Like,
What
I'm
if-
easy.
I
Okay.
bound myself to your sword. When they're done, they send a message, and I just summon your sword for you.
You have to ask Kyle if that's a thing.
That
I
would
mean,
be amazing.
that's something you could do.
I mean,
Cat.
I-
What the fuck? Get your
I think
ass out of my
I think
face.
it's more. Would Bill want me to bind his sword so I could do that for him?
I trust you. Yeah. For sure.
And Kyle, that's not gonna fuck with my my soulbound when they enchant it or anything, right? It should just work like normal.
What do you mean?
If I bound myself to his greatsword and then we were in the middle of the air or something.
I mean, it should be fine. You would just have to, like, it would break one of your other weapons, because you can only have, what, 2? So
Yeah, I
you
would just have to
you would
take
probably
off my
lose your
hand.
crossbow.
Yeah, my handbow.
Mhm.
I mean, I would have a normal greatsword too that I could just give you.
I mean, I'm down to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
after you, yeah, I can give you an,
and-
yeah.
And I would allow it.
Sweet.
Oh, then I bequeath my great sword, magical, to you, amigosh.
There is a stipulation that because the binding takes place prior to any magical enchantment that is placed on the weapon, it may have unintended consequences when it's summoned.
Oh my god.
That's kind of what I was curious about because I'm like,
Yes.
there's like a juju on the weapon, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because this
instead
isn't
of summoning
like
the great sword,
packed
you-
weapon. This is like an arcane based like enchantment that you're also putting on there. So it might function oddly.
should we give
On
it a
the
shot?
other hand, I really don't mind like coming back in a month and picking it up.
Bill's like, wait, there's a downside? No, we're good. Spending
Hey,
$5,200.
you could either be summoning the great sword or
Yeah.
you could lose arm.
We may not be back in this place ever. I would not count on us showing back up a week from now to pick up a greatsword.
Yeah, because it's 4 days, and he said 8,
Um,
so we'd already be 4 days out, and then that'll be a bummer not to come all the way back.
How I would rule this is that you would roll a d100, and it would basically be considered like a teleportation spell when you summon it. So maybe you end up with it, or maybe it ends up in the middle of a volcano.
Does he have a connection to the sword where if it were to end up somewhere else, he would be able to pinpoint it and do a little quest
So,
towards that?
If it's within
that's-
1,000 yards, I believe, or
1,000
1,000
yards.
meters.
I can use find objects, correct?
Yeah.
Also, would it break my connection?
That is also possible.
Because
I mean,
even if it did end up in a volcano or something, I could just summon it back and then like burn my hand when I get the sword.
Get a red hot handle.
Yeah. It would depend on the
Shit.
dice roll. Like how severe a complication comes. Like you're familiar, it's not like you're just summoning a random item, so like the chance of it going awry is not like 100%.
I
There's
normally roll
probably,
like
a 25%
116
chance that
Dagon, so
something
we're
goes awry.
safe.
Okay, but nothing. But the sword itself would not
It
function
wouldn't
in
lose-
any. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't lose
not-
its
not gonna have a
properties.
problem.
It's just
Alright,
the
then
teleportation
let's-
part would be fucked up somehow.
I mean, unless it ends up into the heart of a volcano, in which it probably melts.
Hmm.
So
Flame on flame
they're
action.
possible, but
It
risky.
does have a
So-
flame tongue enchantment. It's used to being hot.
Enchanted fire and magma are two
Definitely the
different
same thing.
magma.
I give you my magic greatsword with great hesitation.
Oh, don't worry about it, man. It's gonna go off without a hitch. Trust me.
Excellent.
Then I'll,
Taking this out
For
of
how
my-
often Bill loses his sword, you guys might just want to keep this.
just keep the arrangement.
Actually, not a bad idea. Like Lance is just the pack mule. Sword.
Sword.
And then
All
I,
right,
could, like,
I took it. I
You
took it
get a
out of my
sword.
inventory.
You get a sword.
I feel like I would also like fuck with Bill. Like he'd be mid swing to like kill an animal, and I'd just like summon his sword.
That's gonna be
No,
fun.
Bill back.
Every time I hear dragon, I just automatically summon the sword just in case. No, that's a weird looking cat, Bill. You can't kill that thing.
So I'm gonna spend 500 gold from the money that I have in the bag of holding to create the Jesus hot tub.
Okay.
Did you take out the 5,400 gold for the enchantment?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
So I'm removing 5,900 gold from the bag of holding then.
Okay.
plus 3
Oh, do you actually have like
one
the amount in the bag of holding?
potion healing.
I have 11,576 in the bag of holding right now.
And then you've got
So I guess maybe we should, like, rather than taking it out of the bag of holding, just take it out, do the math to see how much we still have after we're done with all of our shopping.
okay.
Okay, yeah. So 5,900 right now.
And everybody's okay with Bill getting this enchantment because
Hey man, it's your money.
We just spent most of it on an airship, so hey.
You bought us a plane, dude. We're cool.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
fair enough.
And then 400 gold in health potions as well.
Okay.
And I already subtracted the gold for the great sword from my personal.
Okay.
Oh, for the base weapon.
Man,
for the
you should have
magic
just
+1.
Yeah.
you overspent for a magic weapon and then turned around and then overspent again just
Right?
to
Just
like,
to break
get a new
it.
enchantment. Yeah.
It's like when you buy a brand new car and get a new paint job.
Yeah.
But it's the
He
same
doesn't-
color.
Yeah.
He knows airships. He doesn't know swords. Come on.
All right. So,
So when he needs to
you
like
spent
chaperone Bill every time he goes to spend money.
Okay. The shopkeeper will send you a message when the weapon is done.
Cool.
So obviously you pay up front.
No COD on this one?
There was a half now, half later, but considering the circumstances, it's 100% upfront.
Imagine.
Thank you, noble shopkeeper.
Did Harrow need like bullets or anything? I know she's not with us, but can we just retcon if she comes back and needs something?
Yeah. I mean, you still got a few days. So, we're not
Are
gonna
there
play every day, but
are there any staves
Staves.
available?
Actually,
I think
was
I got a
this?
basic quarterstaff because, yep, I do. Because Lance
It's like a
just holds on to
regular staff?
everything.
That was, hold on. Where the fuck was this?
Hearing Gary ask about staves, Lance will pull out his quarterstaff and pass it to him. He needs.
I mean, I was really kind of hoping for something
Cool.
that casts spells and does cool shit.
Oh, so say my wood's not good enough?
No, it is definitely not good enough.
Can you
I
do
don't
like,
hit things. I don't just need a stick.
I don't know, maybe you're like getting old, man. I don't know how old you guys get.
Do I look like I'm getting old?
No, you look gorgeous, but I don't know.
I storm off and immediately start planning out a regimen of herbs and spices to get rid of all the wrinkles.
Next time I see him, he just has like green all over his face.
Yep. Kind of like full Botox.
He's like, hey, how's it going, Lance? Nice to see you.
Let's see here. I need to keep this chart open. I keep forgetting. For 15,000 gold pieces, you find a magic staff. The wood is twisted, gnarled, and black. It almost seems to kind of bend and shift as the light hits it in a very unnatural and unnerving way.
That's a lot of gold pieces.
It also has like this yellow eye, this orb that sits in the top, surrounded by it. But it is let's see. It is an eldritch staff.
Oh shit. I don't know what that does.
Staff has 10 charges. It regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff is destroyed permanently. You can expend up to 3 charges for each attack to make the target take an extra 1d8 lightning damage. You can also use your reaction to spend 3 of the staff's charges, whereupon you turn invisible, teleport yourself, and along with any equipment you are wearing or carrying up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space, and you remain invisible until the start of your next turn, or until you attack, cast a spell, or deal damage.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Still probably a little bit too pricey though. I was thinking more like I mean like a rare staff. Something in the rare price range. Like a staff of defense or healing.
You can find a staff of the woodlands.
Is that the one that lets you transform?
Into a tree, yeah. As well as some other spells.
Animal friendship, awaken, bark skin, locate animals and plants, speak with animals, speak with plants, and wall of thorns.
You can also find a Skyblinder staff.
Good stat. That sounds cool.
How much is the staff of woodlands?
5,500.
That would be pretty good.
Oh, did we decide on the parachute idea? Like, break it in case for, like, levitate scrolls?
What's that?
I think we're getting the whole full thing there.
Yeah, the parachutes
getting-
and the scrolls.
Cool. I can't remember if we got those or not. How much?
4.
Look at what I sent you.
Should
Um,
we get a staff of the woodlands?
Probably like 2 or 3 gold.
Cool.
I don't-
Doing it.
Just remember, anytime he poofs, he drops anything he's carrying
I
or
know.
wearing.
It's fine. It's for show, nothing else.
You just need like a bag full of bow ties
Right.
that you would order off of Amazon. You get like 25 bow ties for
Said from
10
China.
bucks.
Yeah.
from China. Just every time he poofs, you can stick a new bow tie on him.
I feel like I need to get good at like pocket dimensioning him. Like quick draw style with Ralph.
So, Staff of the Woodlands would allow us to have permanent pass without a trace on, essentially.
Does that have
And it would
charges
give
or
us-
does it like recharge?
It has charges, but you can cast Pass Without a Trace without using any of its charges.
What up?
And then it also gives like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other spells you can cast
Yeah,
with
there's a
the
bunch of
charges.
shit.
Yeah.
Do they reset it all, or are they like once the charges are used, they're used?
No, you get 1d6 plus 4 charges back at dawn
Oh,
every
cool.
day. And it's got 10 charges total.
Can we actually use it?
Yeah, Gary can use it. I can use it. You can use it,
Oh,
I think.
no, it requires attunement by a druid. Never mind.
Oh, it says by a druid.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't see that part.
gotcha.
Good catch, though, Obi.
That is a good catch. Would have been shit if we spent 5,500 gold on something we could have used.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna have to go back to Waglaka and
What do you got to trade, bro?
No.
Necklaces for sale, like a necklace of prayer beads.
Prayer beads. What's that?
Are there any amulets that boost stats? I don't know if I've seen any. They just like always do something. There's not like a amulet of armor or some shit, right?
No necklaces here.
Fair enough. I shouldn't be greedy. I already got my thing. I'm good. Christmas came early.
What about, like, just Ring of Protection? I feel like we got a lot of people that could use one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at rings right now.
Yeah, that's that would be 5,000, and that's easy enough to find. That's a pretty common item.
And Ring of Spell Storing would probably also be 5,000.
Do we have one already?
Probably around the same thing.
No, I
No,
think that was
we
last campaign.
we had one last campaign.
Yeah. Another 5K for the Ring of Spellstorm.
I wouldn't mind grabbing a ring of spell storing.
Word. I'd be down for a ring of armor, but I don't think we need to spend 5G just to give me 1 AC. Except all those millions of times where it's either been below my AC or just above 25, so I can't even use
I was
it.
gonna say the number of times this campaign that having +1 AC would have
Would've
saved you
fucking-
from getting hit.
So many times, yeah. I was just thinking about that,
Dang.
like all the fucking time. Can't even use shield because it just hits.
Are you guys
ring
cool
of-
if I buy a ring of spell storing?
That's
With someone's
25,000, isn't it?
No, 5,000.
5,000. Can
Oh.
can we haggle him down? I feel like we haven't tried that yet.
He's already giving us the haggled prices.
Yeah, I thought Ring of Storing was 25k. So if you get it for 5k, I would, by all means, I would definitely buy one.
I mean, it basically means that every day of downtime I can save 5 levels of spells so that we can have extra
Yeah.
uses.
That seems
And-
so OP.
Super helpful.
Yeah.
Also, we can set it up to where he puts them in and like Obi or I actually wear it. So if he's down, we can heal him or something.
Yeah. Or you could cast shield in there a couple times for me.
Yeah, exactly. So like it has a lot of cool uses like that. If we buy that ring, we're at 11,300. How much do we have in the bag?
I've got 11,576 in the bag right now.
Cool.
But that was just gold that we put in the bag before we went and cleared out the vault. So it's really a matter of like how much.
Okay.
I don't know how much gold we took out of the bag to.
That's
buy
why
the
I
ship,
was.
So
That's why I was confused because we should had 43, and we should still have 26,980 in the bag. But did we take it out and put it in the vault? Because we used 27,400 on the ship.
So we had 43 and we used 27.
Yeah, on the ship. So we should still technically have 26 minus 5,000 because each of us took 1,000.
How's
to begin
27 plus 26 is 53.
50, yeah.
So we should have 16,000.
Correct. What do I have 26 then?
It's bad at math.
No.
So
'cause we have 60,000
we're dropping.
taken.
We're dropping
Oh.
what?
That's underneath it because we bought something, so it was at 27,000, and then we bought something. That's why it's wrong, because Adam doesn't remember. So we had 27,400 left, and then we dropped it down and had the 16.
How much was the ship? I thought the ship was like more than 20,000, right?
Yeah,
it's
you
27,000.
used
Yeah.
like 1,000 gold out of the bag of holding.
Yeah. So we.
Also you can also find bags of holding.
Oh, yeah,
If
that
you-
might
if
actually
you
be
want
cool.
an upgraded one.
I know Harrow would want a bag of holding.
Yeah. How much are they? Like 2,500?
No, I think they're like 500.
Oh, if they're 500, I'll buy one.
Yeah.
All right. So.
They also have bags of colding.
Can we get
Oh,
one
do
of
they now?
those?
that are refrigerated. Mm-hmm.
I
and those are
vote-
250.
I
and
vote
they
we get
hold
one
on.
of those and put it in the galley so we can have fresh meat and shit.
Galley comes with an enchanted ice chest that is basically, well, it's not the same thing, but what would amount to be a refrigerator in this universe and a freezer. So there is a magical enchantment that is placed on it, and it is basically a freezer and a refrigerator.
Gotcha. Sweet.
Okay. So we started with 43,000.
Yep.
We spent
And-
27,000 on the ship.
20,000, 27.
27,400.
400. Yeah.
400.
hmm We spent how much on Bill's sword?
5,200.
So far, including the spell ring, we spent 11,300. So we should still have like
500, 500 on the hot tub,
that
and
included that.
5,000 for the ring.
Yeah.
We got
those are
5,300 left.
included. Yeah.
So I'm gonna change the gold that's in the bag of holding now to 5,300, and that's our remaining
cool.
hoard.
Goddamn, goodbye money. Shit.
Hey, you can't spend it when you're dead, Kyle. I'm gonna buy a bag of holding.
Okay.
I don't care if it's group money or my money. I'll just use my money.
Okay.
How much is it?
500.
500.
I'll get one too.
Oops, I added 500 instead of removed 500.
All right, so I'm taking.
Kyle will never know.
1,000.
No, I'll pay mine out of my own pocket.
Yeah, we're just gonna pay
Okay.
like for our own bags.
Yeah, and that's it. There's only 2. So.
Oh, cool.
You've just made the shopkeeper very rich.
He's so stoked.
Yeah, you guys leave, and the shop is closed, and the blinders shut, and
I'm on vacation.
You watch him.
Peace.
For 100 gold, we'll be bodyguards to help him get all the money to the bank.
Yeah,
There you go.
walks out with like 4 suitcases of gold and his personal effects, and walks over to the air dock and promptly leaves town.
So that means
Have we,
nobody's
like-
watching his shop. All right, free stuff, guys.
Like, if we tried to get a discount because we're spending so much money?
Kyle said nope.
We're not
Not
getting a
happening.
discount. Kyle's sick.
Yeah.
There's no will to negotiate.
Yep, not happening.
This shopkeeper just got his COVID shot and
Yeah.
is not willing to put up with our bullshit.
Yeah, the
So-
plague that's been going around Thurin, it's nasty. You know, he's off to greener pastures now. He's a no nonsense sort of shopkeeper.
Those damn what do you call them? Scribbers? The Safari? What do you call those fucking dudes? The like mainlanders. You call them something mean.
Slags.
Slags, that's what it was. It's those damn slags bringing over their damn slaggy diseases.
Yeah. Yeah, the pejorative term for them.
On that note, I will stock said pantry to the ship.
And now it comes stocked.
Oh.
It's part of the price. The
Even
ship comes alcohol cabinet, like liquor and
Is it
everything.
a big
ready
one?
to fucking go. This is pretty good size. Yeah.
All right.
Like for the
And-
amount of
and,
money
like-
you're spending on the ship, it's going to come in
Yeah.
stock.
There's like 5 very nice bottles of wine that are probably over like 200 gold apiece, as well as like 12 bottles of liquor that also come in there that are also, top shelf, fancy. So the one thing
speaking-
that we didn't.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
think we were going to say the exact same thing. I was going to say, speaking of which, did we come up with the name? And then I think Bill should christen it with a bottle.
There is a christening ceremony, and you have to show up on day 3 to give them the name so that they can put it on the side of the ship.
My vote was
So-
Rose from the beginning, so it's
Okay.
up to the rest of the
So
group.
I guess we'll go through this. Here's the list of names I have for the ship. So we'll have have you guys vote and pick what you want. Mike, you have until I'm done reading these off to submit something.
I already told you mine last time during the session.
I don't remember what it was.
The buffet.
Oh, the buffet. Okay.
Also, I like Sasha's. She came up with the flying brunch man.
Yeah.
Like the flying
So
Dutchman.
we've got
Brunchman?
Yeah.
I
I thought that was
actually
super cool.
had 2 separate people submit the flying brunchman.
That's great.
As,
Obi,
as
did you
a
too?
name.
No, it wasn't me.
Dang it.
Uh,
Who
Who
else
was the
submitted
other
it?
one?
Oh, dang it. Good job.
Yes.
Nice.
The wild card suggestions were the Amberwood and Truth and Reconciliation. Obviously, someone is living in the past.
Reconciliations.
Reconciliations. That's a pretty good one, actually. We've also got breakfast soup, Fantabulo apostrophe US, and the Dragon's Bane, and then we also have Dawn's Radiance, Twilight Guardian, the Flying Brunchman, and Rosacado Toast.
And then you missed one too.
Did I?
The conquistador.
I like
the
that.
Conquistador.
Oh,
I like that.
that's pretty good.
So, what do you guys want your
Ooh,
ship
what
to be
about Frittata Armada? Yes, well, it's a work in progress, Obi. Come on. You think we're gonna only own one ship?
You need an airship to get an airship, so
Exactly. We become pirates.
Well, the fact that two of us came up with, I'm going to vote for
The Flying
Sasha's.
Brunchman.
I'm going to go
The
for
Flying
the flying.
Dutchman.
But it's specifically not breakfast.
You could say a second breakfast.
I like the conquistador.
Brunch is
That was fun.
adjacent. It's
Ah, thank you. I like the
adjacent.
I like the
It is breakfast
conquistador too. Also,
Conquistador.
The Conquistador is good.
I think that, like, if we're going for like that style of name, that's my vote. If we're going for like because fucking Bill bought it, the Rose or something of that nature.
Yeah, you have the classy option, the Rose. Conquistador.
if we're doing that, Conquistador should definitely win. Love it. Super good.
I do like the breakfast buffet too, though, because it's got all of the breakfast foods riding on it.
It's true. Hot plate coming through.
Sasha, you care to weigh in on this?
She's muted.
Yes, I am.
Did you realize you were muted?
Wait, what?
Did you realize you've been muted?
Yeah, I was
Oh, okay.
supposed to be muted because I was
Oh,
pooping.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
well, thank you.
So, what were the options?
Well, it seems like the top contenders are the Flying Brunchman, the Conquistador. Let's see. There's Breakfast Buffet.
Obi, what do you vote? Like, what's your? If you had to pick two,
we just had a
Frittata
rank choice
Armada
voting for this.
is also pretty good.
just so Sasha has some more options, if you had one or not.
Yeah,
Frittata
I was wondering if I
Armada.
could get like the list again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
think
what's
those
gonna
are the top
happen
contenders right now.
is
Yeah.
we're gonna have individually named ships, but then once we get more of them, then it becomes the
It'll
Frittata
be the-
Armada.
Hmm.
Yeah, your next ship is the Frittata Armada.
Exactly.
I like the Conquistador or the Flying Brunchman, but I'm partial to the Flying Brunchman because I also said it.
Yes, yeah. I'm partial to both those names, but the fact that I also said both those names, I don't think I should vote on.
I like the Conquistador. I love the Flying Brunchman, but quiche is actually breakfast food, so that's what gets my vote.
Like both of those are both good names, and I'm thinking in an tight spot. Oh, we got to get back to like I'm thinking of like how simple, how short form can we get to? So get back to the Brunchman instead of get back to the quiche.
That would
Could
be
see that,
awkward.
too. Get back to the Conquistador. Get back to the brunch. Then hurry to the ship. I don't know.
It's like I'm leaning more in favor of the Brunchman. As freaking amazing as Conquistador
man.
is.
Are fish and chips a breakfast food? Because it could be the fish and chips.
No, that's brunch is much more breakfast oriented than Brunch
See-
is breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, but it's a pun.
I would love like a serious name, but I feel like we're not really a serious
No.
group.
We're called the Breakfast Club. I don't really think.
I mean, I definitely went with the more serious names, but
Well, any name that relates to the last campaign, I would obviously have no. Like, I don't know the references.
yeah, no, those wild cards were
think-
made by Brett.
I think the references to the last campaign were also references to Halo.
No.
Well, there was the Amberwood as well. But, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But that doesn't fit because you guys didn't buy the fancy wood ship.
I take the puppy dog out. My vote's for the Conquistador.
Same. So we have 2 for Brunchman, 2 for Conquistador. Megan, you're the deciding factor.
What the? No, because I also came up with both those names. I should not be.
But
the deciding
one of those is
factor.
going to get voted in anyways. So, which one do you like more?
I mean, I kind of like the Conquistador, to be honest.
Same.
I mean, I thought it was,
It's super good. I like it a lot.
but oh,
And to your point, Obi, we could literally say, "Get back to the ship." We don't have to name it every time. We only have the one so far.
It doesn't make it. It makes it so impersonal. It's like, oh, it's just a ship. No, it's our ship. But I will concede on that point.
we'll come up with a short name for it.
What about the gravy boat?
Well, I mean,
because it
you
can
know.
also be a boat.
All right, so guess the eyes have it.
I don't know because I feel bad because Sasha also came up with that great name that I also came up with, and I feel like I should also vote for that.
Flip coin.
Oh, I mean, okay, just Conquistador.
Conquistadors have
The
it.
Conquistador it is. I guess. Does. Oh. Josh got. Oh man, I feel like
She's pissed.
doo-doo.
And can I just get someone to correct me on
Rage
the
bit.
spelling of the Conquistador?
It's CON and then
Quiche.
quiche QUICHE, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then TADOR, ending of Conquistador.
Yeah. That's the most ridiculous name for a ship I've ever heard, but I love
It's
it.
so great. I love it.
Wow. Okay.
And Kyle, just oh, there's Sasha. Going back to the armament sections, like it was the gimbal cannons and the repeaters.
No, they are. You can get gimbaled. Or yes. Yes, that's true. The repeaters are gimbaled, and so are the cannons. You can also get fixed cannons, but I mean, considering it's kind of it was negotiated into the price of your ship already, you might as well get the swivel cannons.
How much
Cannons.
How much ammo do they come with?
Like a little bit. There's enough for like, maybe a skirmish. So 10 shots for the cannons, 100 rounds for the repeating cannons.
Is that per cannon or just in total?
Probably in total.
How much would it be to get like, I don't know, enough for like 4?
Let's see.
Because I don't think we're going to be coming back to anywhere we can pick it up anytime soon.
They're 10 gold apiece.
Per cannon?
The cannonballs. Yeah, for the cannon, for each cannonball. So,
They were shooting fucking gold bricks? Damn.
Apparently.
So full transparency, the fixed cannon does 8d10 damage per shot. The gimbaled cannons do 60-10. The ballast or the ballistas do 3d10, and the repeating cannons do 2d10.
Is that per like 100 of the bullets or
Per
what's
10
that?
rounds.
Per 10 rounds.
Per 10 rounds.
2d10 per 10. Should we get like 10 more cannons and then
More cannonballs.
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, and,
Okay.
yeah. And then
I mean, yeah.
So you're doing 2 and 2? Are you doing fixed cannons or gimbal?
I think gimbal.
What if we do 2 and 2?
Well, because there is damage difference between them.
It's 2d10 less for the
gimbals-
gimbal.
Yes, because they do use a little bit smaller of a cannonball. Otherwise, they would probably shear off the mounts.
I mean, it
I
depends on. I think it would depend on where we want the configuration to be.
We can have like one fixed on the front. If you wanted to have like a fixed anywhere, but if we're having like everything on the side, I definitely think it should be gimbaled.
Okay.
So, what if we do. Because we have a total of 4 guns. Should we have one at the very bottom, though?
Is there
It
like
would be rendered useless anytime we land on the water, though.
Yeah. Okay, so
we
just
can have one on the very top potentially?
one on each side.
It's like
Or no.
because what I was thinking is that have 2 up at the on the bow, 1 on each side, and then later on get a modification for maybe a repeater on the back, just to get that coverage.
Yeah, I think like
Okay.
the cannons up in the front gimbaled and then the repeaters on the sides. Like that's the way that I would suggest it.
We should have one of the gimbaled cannons mounted on the hull, so we can shoot below us.
That's
So,
what I was saying.
Yeah,
I-
we were thinking about that, but then OB said that if we're like land on water or something, then it's useless.
Well,
Trade-off. I mean,
let's
if you're
try
in
not
the
to
air,
crash land on water, then.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a tactical trade-off,
yeah.
right? Like if you're in the sky, having a keel-mounted gun is way more useful, but that trade-off is you hit water and then you can't you're not going to be able to use it.
Also, how are they used? Are they remote or is somebody like sitting like in a gunner's position or
Yeah, like old
like World War II
World War
kind of
II
planes and
bombers.
World War
shit?
II.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with like one up front, one on the bottom, 2 on the sides. So like cannon up front, cannon on the bottom, guns on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good.
All
and
right.
then later on, once we get another dragon's horde, we can just go to a shady garage and get some shit on the
Then
back.
we have a warship. We can make some war atrocities. So
Yeah, so you can commit some more crimes. So now that you guys have kind of finalized the details, the ship, what are you doing about Phasmus? Because I don't believe, and after doing your shopping and everything, nobody's gone to speak to him.
Oh, I assumed that would have taken place earlier.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think like when we got there, it probably would have been the conversation of, "Hey, you helped us get this ship. What are we gonna do with it?" kind of a deal.
Gotcha. In that, like, if you go back to Phasmus to have this conversation, he will say that he's got a crew of 5, that can take care of the ship while you guys are away. They will run it while you guys aren't using it for passive income. But should you need the ship or whatever, then you can
Message
basically
him.
just call for it, and then
Yeah.
come get you wherever.
How much would sending stones be?
So actually,
Oh.
But they would have to be like the special kind of sending stones, because actual sending
So-
stones have a limit.
I've
Kyle.
been meaning to get to this, because I've been super excited about it.
Like earrings that like they have in campaign 1.
Very similar actually. These are wristwatches that have sending stones. Like it's an armband with a sending stone in it. And you
Sure.
can
James
buy
Bond.
as many as you want and have them linked
Link.
together.
That's dope.
Oh,
What is
how
the
much?
range on it?
Let's see. You can get the cheaper ones that only have like I want to say what is that? That uses basically message, so it's like 150 feet is the range. But they can be kind of daisy chained, so that's 150 feet per.
Could we get like one
There is-
master and then have
but
them
then-
daisies changed to the cheaper ones?
Um,
Like one on the ship, one on like Harrow, and then all of us have like lesser versions.
yeah. So in current, the shopkeeper has 7 available. If you want the ones that have no range, they are 250 gold pieces per.
Yes.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Or you can get the other ones, and they're 125 gold a piece.
I would say the
And for an
250
extra
one.
75 or whatever you said, yeah, totally. Just
Yeah.
get all the big ones.
Um,
Do they work interplanar or no?
same as a sending spell.
So yes.
Chance to fail. If they're
Yeah.
like
if you're on a
extra
different plane.
planar, but
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I mean, what's that? 1 for the ship, and then 5, so that's 6. So what'd you say? 250 each? Was it 225 or
Kobolds?
250?
for the good ones, they're 250 each.
250 each, so that's about 1,500
1,500.
to ship and us.
Mhm.
I say go for it.
So for 6, you can buy 6.
Yep.
Yeah, you basically get like the Inspector Gadget watch.
Awesome. Love it. Lance is gonna figure out a way to like hit a button and like a little knife pops out. Make it even cooler.
You'll make
Okay.
a bracelet specifically underneath, like underneath the thing, so you look like
So you guys can pick those up in the morning. That's a relatively simple thing. You can pick that up. It's only a day.
Alright, will you take 1,500 out of the bag, Senor?
Ooh,
And you now all have Rocky Talkies.
Love it.
I love it.
Inspiration for Kyle.
Do you want to make a custom item, or should we just make our own custom item?
I'm not gonna get around to it.
Okay.
So-
That's
Is I-
kind of what I
It's
figured.
not... You okay there, Sasha?
There's ants on my keyboard.
At
Like-
this time of year?
Yes. Thought I muted it. I'm sorry. I was shrieking.
Oh, we saw your face.
Yeah. Okay. So, conversation with Phasmus. Be happy to crew your ship. But there is the discussion of wages to be had.
I'm glad we're retconning that this conversation took place before we spent all of our money.
Let's see.
Wait. So how much did we end up spending, and how much is left?
We have
4,376 is left.
yeah.
What are you talking about? Obviously, got paid driving shit, but we're not using it. You totally make your own money. It's like, like goods for trade. Like, I'll cook your food, you fly the ship, that kind of shit.
No, there's definitely like a part of the reason why he's decided to jump ship, literally, is that he's kind of looking for a raise. Currently, the situation is he works for an individual and gets paid, and him and his crew.
Yeah, that big ass ship that we took.
Yeah.
Did
but,
he work for the Duke
he
himself?
works for... No, he
Or-
just works for a company.
He like
Yeah,
leased
he
the
just-
ship
he-
or something.
He didn't even lease it. Somebody else.
No, I mean, like,
leases
the
it.
Duke
He
did.
works on it. What ship?
Didn't we meet him going over to the Duke's party, and he was flying his ship?
No, you
No,
met him
separate person.
going
We hired
from
him.
Wexel.
Oh, it's that
to-
one. That's where I met him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Where you guys performed duties in exchange for reduced fare on his transport Zeppelin. They are requesting 10 gold a day.
That's 50 gold a day.
Is that for each individual, or
No,
is that for
it's
total?
all for 5
Total.
of them, two gold a piece
Oh.
a day.
That seems reasonable.
I think we could do that.
Um,
Can we shave it down to 8?
Wait.
And they get to eat for free?
Is that hold on? Is that 10 gold a day, including what they make, like
that-
when they have the ship and we
That's
don't have it?
separate. I feel like that's a separate discussion.
separate discussion. The other part of that would be while you guys aren't using it, they want 10%.
10% of whatever they use it for. So, like, if they make 100 gold, we get 90. They get 10%. Or
Yes.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
I mean-
that seems super reasonable.
I
So
think
it's like
both
it's
those are
like
reasonable.
basic wage plus commission, basically. So if they're doing
Yeah.
work, basically, so they're guaranteed pay, so that there isn't any hard feelings when you pull them off of a job
Makes
to go
sense.
do whatever you need to do. So,
Honestly, I don't think Lance would give a shit. He would say yes. So somebody
Yeah.
else, if you want to negotiate, feel free.
No, that
Um,
sounds super reasonable.
okay.
That's like
And
that's like a decent thing too. Like if you
For
have
a
like the living
skilled
wage or
crew that's
something,
willing to
two gold a day.
also
that's
go
good.
find work when we don't need them, and they're willing to like fly into very dangerous, questionable areas. It's a good price.
So it's what basically 300 gold a month plus whatever they make on top of that.
And if like
Um,
we're gone for
which
like a week
I
and they're
mean,
making
quite
like gold,
honestly, like going from like a deckhand to something like this is like big fucking money. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is a big upgrade. So they're like, you could definitely tell like Phasmus is being a little coy about like the prices, but the fact that you just give in, he was just like, you know, kind of shocked. But it like, you know, not necessarily he's trying to rip you off, but that he's trying to make sure that like him and his crew get good money.
He doesn't get ripped off.
Yeah, we've been there with them before.
Yeah.
We know they're
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
So
Also,
okay,
like I'm
so,
sure he like pick and choosed like the best out of the people that were on the other ship.
Yeah. He does say that paid monthly. You know, so like beforehand, and then he'll take care of wages and take care of paying.
Oh, so
anybody
give him
else.
like
Anybody
300
that-
at the start of the month and don't have to worry about paying
Yeah.
until next month.
300,
Basically, yes.
300 now.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah.
And then whatever else they make on top of that, then you know, which I mean, it's like for them that's you know pretty good. A gold, basically making like 2 gold a day is well above lavish
Yeah,
lifestyle.
that's like
you know,
great living
so-
for people.
Yeah, they're super fucking excited. So
Let's be real though, they're not all gonna survive this.
That's why we're. That's why on the way over we're picking up the kobolds and they're gonna start learning.
That's why
Considering
there's
how
a
long
little
we've
bit-
held on to the kobolds.
Like normally they would just be like, "Hey, we'll do it for a set wage," but they're asking for basically the bonus of commission,
Like hazard
due
pay.
to hazard pay. Yes.
Perfectly reasonable.
The thing is, though, is because the ship uses no fuel, the cost to operate it
Maintenance is super
very
low.
low. Yeah. So it's basically just supplies.
Here's a question. If they're doing jobs, can we stipulate they pay for their own ammo?
So you get the sense from Phasmus, he's not unused to combat. Has dealt with unsavory types, and there are pirates and bandits that love to take, you know, advantage of large, low-moving vehicles full of rich passengers and goods. So he's not unaccustomed to having to defend himself. You can make a persuasion check. But generally, like he's not about trying to get into those sort of conflicts.
I don't
But-
want to try to like say, oh yeah, you guys have to pay for the ammo that you use defending the ship.
I mean, not when we're
and
in.
then incentivize them to not use ammo, and the ship gets shut
And then
down.
just
No,
or
but,
just
like,
get boarded and
Not
yeah.
not like when we're there. Like if they decide to do a job, like defending themselves different.
Yeah,
but like if they
I would much rather them do a job and feel comfortable defending the ship than do a job and be like, well, is it really worth the extra cash to shoot at this pirate?
I feel
Or
Or just try
like
to outrun them instead, and then
I
we're out of a 27,000.
feel like
ship.
Yeah.
dying is probably a better motivator than the 10 gold they're spending on cannonballs.
Well, yeah, like not to mention, it's like, fuck, I instantly lost my train of thought. Continue.
I hate that
Okay,
shit.
back to it.
It would be more like they're not on the hook for any repairs. They're not on the hook for any like damage, like within reason. Obviously, if it's like negligence or something, then they'll discuss it.
What about like
Uh,
defense is one thing, but like if they actively like seek out something to where they need to use the weapons.
Generally, I mean,
I'm just
it's one
saying,
of
if
those-
they shoot one cannonball, that's their day's wage.
yeah,
like,
I mean,
That's a fucking
there's
lot of money if they
definitely
shoot 5 cannonballs. That's half the month
It is.
fucking done.
Yeah, and it can totally invalidate like an entire cargo shipment, like having
100%,
to
yeah, like,
defend yourself.
If they make 100
So-
gold and they shoot 10 cannonballs, we lose 10 gold.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. And it is a risk. It is a risk. Generally, though, pirates will not fuck with armored and armed vessels.
Sorry. Okay, so
I feel like we're getting in the weeds and we're trying to nickel and dime these guys.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
putting our lives in their hands.
it's like,
give 'em the
considering how
benefit
much
of the
money we're
doubt.
saving just from fuel expenses, like having no fuel base, like I think it's may as well just let them have it.
We can always
Don't worry about it.
revisit the terms later, but
Yeah, and then basically it would just be the way I would say this would work is for like when we roll it and everything to see what the income of the ship has been for the then
Ammo.
the ammo would be included in the expenses. So it's not like I'm going to sit there and have an itemized list. It's going to be, did you make money? Did you break even? Did you lose money? That's kind of what we're
Okay,
going.
so you're not gonna like
so
count it like
it would
super
be,
in detail.
yes,
Gotcha,
it
cool.
would be included in it. So
Cool.
yeah.
On that note, we still need
Um,
more. So if we actively get into a fight with us, we need to
Sure.
buy more ammo.
Okay. And you were gonna buy 10 more.
I think
cannonballs?
10 more cannonballs and then like 200 rounds. I guess. How much would that be?
Okay.
How much were the repeater rounds?
Let's say like per 100. How much would that be?
The repeater rounds are actually less because they're smaller. But I would say what, 5 gold for 100 rounds.
Okay. Well, let's
So
get
another
like
10 gold.
let's get 500 total. So 25 for the repeaters, just because we can use those more often because they're cheaper.
Okay.
And then 10
Okay.
cannons. So what's that? 120? 25? That's what I meant to say. 125.
Okay.
When Mike's done talking, I'll let him know. Obi, will you note that on the ship, please?
I already have a whole sheet dedicated to the ship.
Perfect. Thank you.
The conquistador.
I love it.
So the last order of business with Phasmus. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to use your ship, but while I'm aboard, don't ask me to do anything unsavory.
I look at Gary.
Define unsavory.
The piracy.
Piracy. If you all
Oh.
resort to piracy and put the lives of myself and my crew in danger, you can find yourself a new crew.
My mind totally went somewhere else.
What about privateering?
I'm no stranger to being shot at, or boarded, or dealing with pirates. So, as long
Like
as it's...
piracy with permission.
Depends.
Is this like a moral thing or like a danger thing?
I would prefer to not spend my wealth behind bars, or in a mining camp.
So it's like a legal thing.
Sure.
Because we're probably gonna do things that are less than legal. And I would rather get that out of the way earlier rather than later.
Like, we're not going to go pirating. That's not what we're... No interest in
We're
that.
trying to do good, but not necessarily legal.
Fair enough. He's okay with it. It's more of like, does not wanting to be expected to, basically pirate other ships.
Yeah.
So if it's for a good cause and there is a valid reason, he will totally do it. So.
And I'll tell him if he ever wants an explanation of why we're doing what we're doing, we'll be happy to sit down and have a conversation. But it's not all going to be strictly legal by the book. Certainly not just like transporting cargo from point A to point B.
At least not while we're aboard.
I figured as much. Wouldn't have agreed to it if I was not willing to get a little dirty, but even I have my limits.
That's a very good quality.
Also, would you be willing to teach us?
Absolutely.
Good. So, in
And-
case things do get hairy and you want to step out on occasion, we can handle it ourselves and not put you in a position to make a choice.
If it comes to it, we'll discuss it then.
Alright.
But I guess the question is, where are we going? You had mentioned something about over the mountains. Then to Jorvar?
Yeah, just a little bit.
You don't have to tell me everything.
We'll
But-
start by just saying west.
Do you have a particular destination in mind?
The Heartwood.
Probably gonna start flying until somebody intercepts us, and hopefully not die.
If
We
I
have
may,
no intention of fighting.
So basically, her made a friend who died, gave her this triangle thing, trying to give it back, but those guys like totally hate us. Not us personally, but like this part of the world. But we also hate this part of the world too. So we're gonna kill the government after that. But right now, we have to go talk to the other government, give them their god back, and then I don't know. We have to go to some runes for a dragon.
Just like listening to the word vomit spill out of Lance. Well, I have a suggestion. If you're attempting to get across into the other territory, especially given the current state of things, this might be one of those times where hands need to get a bit dirty.
Like farming?
I-
Alright, what kind of dirty are we talking about?
Know some people who might be able to give you a better idea of where you need to go and how to get there.
That's awesome.
Well, that's
Because we have no
super
fucking clue.
convenient because we have no idea.
Any of you familiar with the reef?
Oh,
No.
No.
Well,
Would Levi be familiar?
Levi, roll a history check, actually.
Yeah.
Harrow, you can as well.
Is it related to sky pirating stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harold will do it.
16.
16. Okay. And
Hey, that's a nat 1 for a 10.
okay. Harrow, you've never gone there. You know of it, loosely. What Phasmus is referring to is the reef. Goes by a couple names. Generally, it's called the Risen Reef. Levi, you actually know this group as the Collective. It is a unincorporated group of smugglers, pirates, and ne'er-do-goodwills.
They're too good wells.
Yeah, ne'er-do-gooders, I guess.
So it's the Millennium Falcon.
No, it is an actual place. It sits just off of Brizhnik Bay, to the south. Like down by like Araxis and I believe that's Torthatis. It sits off the coast, but it is a collection of islands that are a collection of floating land masses that have been lashed together and basically function as the hub of all,
It's effectively a pirate cove.
Yes, it is a floating pirate cove.
Is it like floating ships or is it like fucking Outlands area? I can't think of the name.
Yeah,
Nandran? What? You know what I'm saying? What's the word? Why can't I think of it?
Nagrand?
Yes, thank you. The Grand.
Nagrand.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So it is actually much more like that. It is three separate islands that have been like lashed and towed together into this like amalgamation of air dock full of airships and pirates and everything else. If people need stuff and they need to do it like outside of traditional channels, generally the best place to find it.
I think Lance is
However,
gonna love this place.
it is also very dangerous.
Extra love it now.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's still standing is because of how fucking dangerous it is.
Yeah, it's more like it sits like just off of Republic territory, but it has not like historically has not been worth it to mess with these individuals, because anytime like they run a semi-legitimate operation, but everybody knows you need anything, that's where you go.
I feel like it's been far too long since Lance got in a bar fight.
So,
Harry's
a-
ready.
few contacts
Remember, you can't shoot people's feet
Might-
off at a bar fight.
be able to at least help us or point us in the right direction in acquiring information or a guide to get us where we need to go. Unfortunately, most individuals, myself included, have never set foot beyond those mountains. There's been little reason to do, as the citizens of Jorventera are generally less than kind to outsiders.
All this conversation is happening before when we purchase the ship. Once we figure this out, how long until our ship's ready? Like, are we ready to like go basically, or? I mean, we can do the other
I would
couple of
say,
days,
like-
but I don't necessarily know if any of us need to RP. the couple of
Probably,
days.
spend a day shopping. It's like basically you'd have like one more day. Today would be the day that you would go and give the name to the dealership to for the name, and then tomorrow would be the christening ceremony.
Okay.
Did we ever decide what was going to be on the bow of the ship?
No, you didn't.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just a big dick.
No,
We could
I'll put whatever you want as your figurehead.
do a dragon.
Oh god. Bill would just jump off the front of the ship.
Trident that can mimic as a fork.
I was thinking
A big ass fork.
Just a big ass fork
We could have like
with
one
like a
of those-
breakfast sausage on the end of it.
Yeah, we can have like one of those like
It's mildly
Thanksgiving
penis.
cornucopias, but instead of like winter stuff like Thanksgiving stuff, it's just all kinds of breakfast foods coming out of the cornucopia.
Mhm.
Sure. Okay.
if we wanted to like do anything for Bill, I was thinking because like didn't when you pulled his memories from like almost the pensieve, like you could see the outline and kind of like shape of Rose. Like-
Yeah.
We do like a silhouette of like a woman with that same build,
Holding
but
a
just
rose.
like a
Yeah, we could do like a just
Like a
like a
veiled
very
face.
like very blank image of a woman, and then have like a rose like vine like creeping around her.
Have her holding a rose.
Yeah.
That too.
just like a veiled face, so whenever we get the details of her, we can fill it in later.
Okay. That's
It's like a
easy
tribute.
enough to do. Sure.
Cute.
That's sweet.
So, with all that out of the way, you return the following day. There's a bottle of very nice champagne and the ship is set in the dock. It's ready to go. Phasmus and the crew meets you. The other individuals in the crew are Jaren, Kyrie, Davin, and Leah. Are the other 4 members of Phasmus's crew.
I would write that down, but Lance is not going to remember one of them.
Jaren, Kyrie.
Davin.
Davin and Leah.
Yeah.
Are any of them the cook that Lance taught the first time we were with him?
Yeah, that's Davin.
Is it? Red.
Has his cooking gotten any better?
I mean, you assume so. He's a little portly around the midsection.
Chasing his own wares. Getting high off his own
Yeah.
supply. I just realized
Okay.
my whiskey glasses look like they could be agave plants, so I should be drinking tequila out of them.
He learns them.
And Fastest is assuming the role of captain/pilot, right?
Pilot
We are
Which one of
technically
you is
the
the captain?
captains. I think
is a
I would say
to be determined.
Bill, but honestly, let's be real, it's gonna be Hera.
I mean,
Her name is on the
Um,
deed as well.
Yeah, I mean it's you two
Oh,
on the
it
deed, so
Yeah, there is the matter of who is XO and who is like who's first mate and who is captain.
would Gary want to be captain? Because he does have proficiency in
isn't
Vehicles.
it land
I do.
vehicles?
I have proficiency in land vehicles. It can't be that different.
I mean, considering that they don't.
Also, with
technically
his
have-
proficiency, didn't he crash a land vehicle?
No.
No,
No,
that
Who-
was
who-
me.
that was Archon. Yeah, you're right.
I would give you proficiency in flying airships since it's an unconventional thing, but I feel it would translate.
Especially considering his relationship with Fastness.
Sure.
I feel
However
like
brief it was,
lessons.
but yeah.
honestly, he
Intimate
also
lessons.
has the cartographer skill, so he does seem like the most legitimate person to be the captain of the ship. But
I
it's
have lots
Gary.
of tangential skills to flying an airship. I know nothing
Yeah.
about flying an airship.
Exactly. Like, he may be the most qualified, but he's still Gary.
That's all right. You'll learn in due time.
The captain's quarters on fire. Oh, nope, he's just
Yeah.
smoking again.
Gura hands the bottle. Who would like the honors?
I just point it.
Bill?
Bill.
Bill.
No,
Everyone just points at Bill.
I christen thee the Conquistador. And do I roll a die?
Roll the hit.
Yeah, roll it.
Guidance.
With guidance. Excellent. 5 plus.
do you get?
Unarmed strike.
You should get your dex bonus because it's technically an improvised weapon.
Dex is -1.
Is it strength?
Babe, I don't know how improvised weapons if you use strength.
This would be a strength-based roll.
Okay, so 6,
Alright.
7, 8, plus 14.
Okay. The DC was 10, so not too hard, but you made it look way more difficult than it needed to be. There was a very long wind up, and then you kind of had to get a running start to it. There was a little bit of a slip.
He tries
But-
for a running start, but he's so slow that it's not actually adding any momentum
Yeah.
to it.
I feel like he does like a couple like
applauding.
warm up
And then-
swings like to aim.
Ooh. And then but you do manage to crack the bottle over the keel of the ship. There's applause. The streamers fly. You guys are boarded
Yay.
onto your ship. Not bad luck. So happy sailing.
And Harrow spent the time while they were putting it all together paying attention to the
All the
guns and
guns
everything,
and
so
shit.
she knows how to,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
inner-
or at
the
least
inner
has
workings of the ship.
some idea of how to maybe repair it.
Okay.
These are all like the steam powered stuff too, right? Even though we're not technically using Steam. They're still like linked in with the ship.
No. This is so this ship in particular, it is kind of an amalgamation of wood and bronze, brass, like metal kind of plating that sits over and like swings down in nice beautiful arcs. It's very angular and sweeping. This is a beautiful kind of tiered like flow to it, from like aft to
Stern.
stern to aft. It is a beautiful ship, and it's definitely more like artistically creative than, you know, a normal like sailing ship or even some of like the lower end budget kind of options. So it is an absolute gorgeous ship, especially for the price that you paid for it. But there is, instead of the standard like quad propeller setup that most ships have, these have like wings of like masts that arc off from the front and the rear. The rear ones obviously being more like they're longer, kind of tiered and steepled like masts that swing out as soon as the airship begins to kind of get speed to help steer and direct it.
Is
It also
like
has
one of those helijets where like they have wings, but on the wings the like turbines can go down to like straight lift up?
The main turbine is placed on the rear, and when it fires up, there is like this kind of like hum and this purplish kind of like glow that begins to emanate from deep within it. There is minimal amount of heat, but not like jet wash like you would almost expect given kind of how this looks. There's also like this kind of bubbling quality, like a slow gurgle that you can kind of hear reverberate through the ship. It's a little strange at first, but you quickly kind of pay it no mind. There is no like Zeppelin thing over the top. It is just like more masts that sit on the top of the deck of the ship itself, and there is like a long kind of like rudder type sail that kind of sits kind of up justified of the rear of the ship. There are like smaller like attitude thrusters basically that are along the side. There are a couple on the and they kind of sit on like the wings, like the front and rear wings, and that's what kind of gives the ship its buoyancy. Per se. You can see like throughout like these tubes that especially down to the engine room, and they've done a pretty good job of hiding most of it, but into the main engine room there is like what it constitutes as a singular large reactor, full of that same blue purple like metallic liquid.
Two things. The first thing is, I still have that gun from the other ornithopter.
You do?
Because Harrow saw what's going on, how difficult would it be to mount it somewhere in the back? For her? Like, would it take time? Would it work? Like,
it would just it would take time and a tinker's check.
Second thing, enlarge reduce doesn't have a limit on what the object is. So we could totally double the size of this ship using that spell. This ship is an object.
That's necessarily true.
It doesn't have a limit on the size. It doesn't say specifically
I don't know if
anything.
vehicles count as objects.
It's an object. What else would it be?
But yeah, but like by that logic, the Earth is an object. You could double the size of the Earth with a
Maybe?
level 1 spell.
We get
You're
a
like
permanent
50 times a day. You would like gravity would just double, and everybody gets sucked.
just permanently enchant our ship with enlarge reduce.
Some fuckboy wizard cast enlarge and reduce on the world again.
Like randomly at like 2:30, everyone just gets twice the amount of fucking gravity on them. Honestly, like if it doubled in size, it would probably like exponentially bigger. It'd be like fucking like 30 times gravity.
Yeah.
But it's like that'll just increase the size of the ship, but not necessarily the items attached to it. So therefore, all the cannons wouldn't have right fitting.
Kyle
Well,
just
you could probably cast enlarge on
Wait.
the cannons.
Kyle
Does it-
just described the ship as one cohesive unit. That was literally his description of how everything was built together perfectly.
Does the spell say object?
It says creature object, yeah.
Then you can't, because an object, according to D&D, is not a building or a vehicle. As
Oh,
opposed to many other objects.
okay. There we go. Dagan coming in with the knowledge.
I just said, what is an object? D&D. That's right.
That's silly.
All right.
I feel like
so-
we totally could have had Ant-Man ship. Just like make it bigger or small if we needed it. Dogfight, make it small. Cool, let's go.
Okay.
I
think
I
that's
don't
that.
know if we need anything else to do. So, first order of business, I think we should fly and pick up the kobolds.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
maiden
then-
voyage.
Maiden voyage to go pick up the kobolds. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Who knows? On the way to the Cobalt, we could get trapped up in some sort of energy storm.
Are we about to
in
find
voice-
out how fast this
I
thing
think
is?
I think Gary should message the professor and make sure that there's no like weird anomalies over there, and tell him that
Sure.
we're coming by.
Okay. Easy enough. Let you know that they're on their way, or they'll be ready for you when you arrive. Take you probably a day to get over there.
Wait a second.
Nice.
Can we, like, child-proof the cannons?
Yeah, we need like a safety lock. The trigger just has one of those things that like cupboards have, where it just has like a latch to where like you have to like flip the latch over so you can actually pull the trigger.
I mean, they actually have trigger locks that you put on guns.
Yeah, but we don't want
I'm
to
not sure
like.
how similar the trigger of
I don't know if we
airship
need to like
cannon is
actually
to...
lock up the things. We just need to have a latch that is cobalt proof because
Well,
we all know
just really-
to do this. They won't know to do that.
Well, no, we really just need to lock up the ammunition.
I guess we can
Yeah.
just keep them empty until we need them.
Like, they can play with the guns all they want, so long as they don't break it. But
They definitely cannot play with the guns all they want.
I definitely think that's a bad idea as well.
Man, listen to Gary being Harrow over here.
Hey, how does it feel?
There's... It's one thing to let them play with guns. It's another thing to let them play with cannons.
I like the
I mean,
back
they wouldn't be
distinction.
loaded.
We can
Guns,
we
yeah,
can
you play
heal
with.
bullet holes relatively easily. Healing holes in a ship that we're on that's flying through the air is significantly more difficult.
Also, Lance keeps going back to the fact that bullets are like a couple of copper, and if they misfire 10 gold, Lance will be pissed.
It's like, I didn't realize how expensive this ammunition on this ship is going to be. Fuck, I have to rethink everything.
you'll never financially recover from this.
Exactly.
Right, get into a fucking air battle and then, goddamn, we just spent 300 gold worth of ammunition.
Fucking serious. Oh, I was gonna ask you: is there such thing as like misty step boots? Would you be able to do something like that?
There are those are actual boots.
Are they actual boots?
Yeah.
I thought about that like as we were talking to the centaur, or not centaur, bull guy.
What
Can't
I
think of
would
words.
like.
That guy. But I was like, that'd be cool to have, especially in an airship, because you could like easily board another ship just by jumping off and fucking misty stepping to him.
What I would like are boots of haste. But that's probably really expensive.
Those are a 3.5 edition item.
Yes.
What about the boots of seed? Nope.
Boots of haste. You click them together. It's like the haste spell, but without the
That's
drawback.
rad.
Um,
Alright, off to the kobolds.
off to the kobolds. Okay, easy enough. Pick them up. They're excited to see you. It has actually been just about 2 weeks, so you're a little bit early. So they are a little inquisitive.
I know we promised you guys like a good long vacation, but we got a fucking airship, and we thought you guys might want to ride on it with us.
Yeah.
But it's going to take us about maybe another week or so just to get to.
More vacation on an airship. They're excited.
Do you know what an airship is?
Nope. What is it?
Okay. Well,
You're
look
about to
up.
find out.
Like staring up into the sky? You mean like moons and stuff?
Not
Yeah,
quite as far.
It's like a moon. It's a very small, very close to the Earth moon.
I don't understand.
You'll see.
You will.
You load them up. They're very excited. Like take off. The apple pot. Actually, kind of sad to see them go. They're from what he is like, what he tells you. They were actually very well behaved.
Well, thank you for keeping an eye on them and giving them a safe space.
Come back anytime.
We probably will.
Probably sooner than you would hope.
Yeah.
Kind of taken aback by that statement.
Judging by the way this year has gone,
Alright.
we might already be back here and not know it.
It would be just our luck to like fly into a wormhole and come back like
Yup.
years earlier.
Zoop.
Where are we? Now, proper question. When?
When are we?
Let me find my thing here. Where? Fuck. So, let's see here. From where you guys currently are, it will take you roughly 2 days, to get to your destination, out near Brishnik Bay. No, sorry, 3 days. Sorry.
Alright.
I'm gonna spend most of that time in the hot tub.
All right. It's wonderful. The it bubbles and froths like nobody's business.
Does it have like a nice like golden glow to the bottom where the giant rune is?
Yeah, and like the tub is like made out of like reinforced brass, but it's almost like painted in gold underneath as well, so it's like shimmery and sparkly. And then you have the like the rune that's just like kind of slowly pulsing and glowing in there as well.
What do the runes do? Because I missed that.
It is a revivify.
It is, yeah, revivify. So it's a spell glyph that triggers when a dead body is put into the hot tub, and it casts revivify.
Nice.
So if anybody dies, you can get him in the hot tub within a minute. Bring them back to life.
A minute. Okay, so it's
Gary, I have a very serious question. Would I set that thing off?
No. It's specifically a dead body, not a dead person.
There's a difference
know.
between
Get in.
dead and undead.
Goes off. Like, sorry, Levi, you're not allowed to use the hot tub.
God damn it.
No, it's a more of a you are undead. You are not dead. So,
I mean, gotta be sure.
yeah.
Not used to having a Revivify hot tub.
It's also fantastic for the skin.
It comes with like all sorts of essential oils and bath bombs and effervescent stuff that you can pour in there to change the color of the water, to make it more bubbly. Like, they're basically any option you want is available to you, and it is a breathtaking experience sitting at the bow of the ship with like a thick piece of glass separating you from like looking out over the edge, and you can kind of swim up over kind of past where the guardrails stop.
Like an infinity pool?
Yeah.
It is an
That's
infinity
dope.
pool. Yeah.
It's all I've ever wanted.
Alright, Cal. What's the damage? We're on day
What's the
4.
what?
I thought it was day 8, he said.
Well, it's 4 days
Yeah.
for the ship, and then 4 days on the ship.
Oh, that's
three
How long did it take
days.
to-
Yeah, but
3
it took
days
us
to
1
get
day to
one.
get to the Cobalt and 3 days to get here.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. Hold on 1 second.
68.
Oh boy.
See what happens.
me.
Somewhere in Warwick, some poor shopkeeper just got impaled by a
His arm sliced off.
Waited out of nowhere.
Like the steward's
Like the
putting
sword
it
just
away,
appears in your hand like normal, but there's just blood all over it.
dripping off of it.
Okay. So, you get the message from the shopkeeper. It's ready. I've put it in a safe place.
As soon as I get the "it's ready," automatically summon it.
Yeah. It was already ready, set aside somewhere safe, just in the event that something terrible happens. The sword appears, and it just kind of wreathes in blue flames as it summons into your hand. Those blue flames then begin to lick off and cover yourself in the flames as well.
Motherfucker! Faulty work! Faulty work!
But as you're like sitting there freaking out, you have like this moment of like, I thought this was supposed to be hotter, and then you realize like you just kind of like catch on fire for a couple minutes, and then it just goes out. It's almost like an alcohol-based fire where it burns cold, and you don't take any damage.
Lance
it's
still
just more
drops
of
and rolls.
Yeah. You drop and
Just
roll. It kind of
rolling around
spreads
with
across.
a sword in my hand.
Yeah, it starts spreading like everything that you touch. Pretty soon, a good portion of the deck of the ship is wreathed in blue fire. But and as quickly as it comes, it also goes out, goes away, dealing no harm to anyone or anything.
Okay.
Better than I was expecting, Cal.
I hope that that's what the sword does every time it's activated from now on.
I think Gary said that out loud, so I'm gonna throw it out the window and resummon it and see if that happens.
Resummon it. You resummon it, and it shows up normally like a regular sword. Nothing happens, unfortunately.
I feel like, just for my own headcanon, Lance is laying on the ground as he throws it out the window and just summons it like above him, like Thor.
Okay, sure. Does not appear to cause the same sort of fire debacle as the first time.
Hey, Bobby, the sword's fixed. I fixed it, man.
Excellent. Oh, I can feel its power from here. I feel like I must become one with it.
Can
I go
right,
to the
there's, like-
edge of...
lots of rooms.
Yes, a big private room would suffice.
He has your own
Okay.
room.
Excuse me, bellhop. Can I please be seen to a room in your fine hotel?
Who is
Leah's
he
just standing-
directing this to?
I guess
I
Leah,
just-
who happens to be standing nearby, kind of watching the commotion, like looks around, like points to herself.
Is this Leah we're talking to?
Yeah.
Yes. Please, can you show me my room?
You see a side glance to Phasmid, who just nods his head. She comes over and grabs your arm.
The best part about this whole interaction is he's slept in his room at least 4 times so far.
Yes. Takes you to your quarters where your name is on the door.
Ah, excellent. Here's a tip for your trouble, and I give her 2 gold.
She will take it. Thank you. And be less upset about this exchange.
Less
just kinda shaking her
upset,
head as she
more
walks away.
confused.
Yeah.
Got a month's worth
Maybe-
of pay for taking care of Grandpa.
Maybe even just stick around just so she keeps getting all the bellhop calls.
Serious,
serious.
right? And I spend the next couple hours.
Yeah. If you need
attuning-
anything else, just let me know. She sits there at the bottom of the stairs.
Thank you, young man.
She's back to upset.
And then she just looks at her hand, shrugs. Still got the 2 gold.
Yeah.
You can call me a dude. It's cool.
a little less forgiving of that one, but still.
And then, okay, so question: is it official that it is a great sword, flame tongue great sword +1?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, there. How do I add that since that is not an option?
Okay, so you should just be able to.
The way I did it, because Kyle gave me like a custom sword as well, I just have the great sword +1, and then in the notes I changed it to say gives you
Okay, yeah. So
1d6
So
or whatever
just add-
your flame tongue is.
Is there any way to add it so it does that on it? Oh no, I would roll for it anyways. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll. It doesn't change the hit or anything like that. So,
Okay, so
the
yeah, so
+1
you-
does change the hit.
you can add a flame tongue greatsword, and then
I'll
you can
add that,
customize
yeah.
that.
But can you add the +1 to
Customize it
hit?
to add +1 hit, +1 damage onto
Yeah.
a flame tongue greatsword.
Oh, does it also do +1 to hit too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what +1 is.
okay.
I'm gonna, on like the first day, or while we're sailing after picking up the kobold, I'm gonna try to call Lance over to the hot tub. Lance,
Yeah, what's up?
Gary's just been posted up in the hot tub. It never gets cold. It's always hot, and like if it's turned off, it's heated up within minutes.
How pruny
He
is
is
he?
a prune.
Yes.
He's very wrinkled.
and
Comes out looking like a raisin.
not bothered.
One of the conversations we had last time was about Gary thinking he looked old, so putting cream on, and now he's all wrinkly. So Lance is going to be very cautious about what he says.
I had an idea, and I think it's fucking genius.
Oh, by the way, you look great.
Well, thank you. I've been moisturizing.
I can tell.
So you have. Why are you staring at me like that?
Oh no, you just look like soup. Huh.
Okay.
I just thought I thought the kobolds would like totally dig this.
All right, we're gonna go to what I was thinking because what you were thinking is stupid. You have Ralph. He's like magical and stuff, right?
Yeah, from Feywilds.
And there's like a special spell that you use to summon Ralph, right?
Yeah.
What if you cast that spell into this ring that I bought? And then I use it. Do I get a Ralph?
Oh, fucking double, Ralph. That'd
What?
be badass.
Yeah. Does he have like a brother?
Maybe a sister? We can call her Ralphette.
Ralphette, I like that. We should try it.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna like sit on the edge of the hot tub with my like legs dangling inside of it as I start to cast Find Familiar into the ring.
Okay.
I feel like I gotta ask, do you keep your boots on?
Oh no. I'm like doing one of those things where like you take your shoes off but roll up your like pants.
All right. So you begin the hour-long process of casting the spell into the ring. You can mark off 10 gold of incense, charcoal, or herbs as part of that.
Oh, we're definitely using my herbs.
Your herbs. Okay.
It's gonna be an extra stony Ralphette.
I have no
You-
idea
you
if we get a
thought-
flying monkey or not either.
You thought Ralph had a bad problem.
What happens when you use marijuana as the catalyst for finding a familiar?
You get a really stoned monkey.
You get like a
Circles.
miniature panda familiar.
Probably. Yeah.
It's
That'd be
super
great.
lazy, wants to sit around and eat the whole time.
Yep. Even though they don't have to eat, it just eats. It's like all it does.
Right?
All right.
And
So
Ralph
you
doesn't
spend an
have to
hour,
get
you
high or
cast-
drunk, but he does that constantly. So
you spend an hour. You cast a spell successfully into the ring of spell storing.
All right, it's ready. Give it a shot.
All right. I guess I spent another hour casting the spell.
it's stored, so it automatically goes off.
You just use it. Yep.
Yeah.
But it still has the same casting time and everything.
No. I'm pretty sure it's just one action to use a spell from the spell slot or stored spell.
No, it's just it says it uses the slot level, spell save DC, spell attack bonus, and spell casting ability of the original cast, but otherwise treated as if you cast the spell.
Oh.
Okay. So I guess yeah.
Oh.
Take an hour.
I'll be right back. Gonna make a drink.
So
Enjoy Project Forge.
another hour.
At this point, Lance is in his
another
boxers
10,
in the
10 gold
jacuzzi.
worth of.
No, you don't have
incense
to. You don't have to pay
The components
specific
already
time.
used.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So just another hour of your time. And what is summoned?
I don't know, Kyle. What is summoned?
Oh boy.
You get like a little koala or a sloth.
Okay.
So it's interesting because would the familiar take the shape of what I put into it or what he summoned?
No, what he summons.
Okay. So it's technically your choice. So what were you thinking of when you summoned it?
I don't think Gary would have any idea how this works. or have
Like,
any.
were you specifically thinking like, oh, I'm gonna summon another Ralph, or were you thinking like, oh, just anything coming to me?
It's more of like, what is the Feywild gonna give me?
Okay.
At least it's Fey.
Well, that's what you think. What you end up with is something more along the lines of if an imp and a dragon had some sort of weird love child.
Like a pseudo dragon.
It is kind of, but it's more impish. Its wings are leathery, but it's covered in scales.
So it's like Mushu.
It's kind of, sure. Let's see. And has very large its mouth is a little bit too wide for its face, but it also has a beak and claws that are a little bit oversized. So it's kind of this weird like imp dragon sort of thing, and it is 100% not from the Feywild. There is like little bits of dark like red shadow that kind of seem to swirl off of it as the spell completes.
I'm getting like real creepy Full Metal Alchemist vibes from the Chimera.
Kind of, a little bit, yeah.
Like, this thing shouldn't exist.
A little bit, yeah. It's like, kill me as it comes into existence.
It's adorable.
Yeah, definitely fiendish in nature.
He got distracted because the kobolds kept walking back and forth.
Yeah, they're trying to put stuff into the jacuzzi because they think it's a big cauldron for soup.
I just keep
was
fishing
right.
out whatever they put in, and if it's food, I'll
Yeah.
eat it. If not, I'm just throwing it over the edge of the ship.
In today's news, 4 people were killed by objects that fell from the
Falling
sky.
rocks. Where do they keep getting these damn rocks from?
Where the fuck did this turnip come from?
Yeah, their backpacks are full of rocks.
Hey, little guy. You look friendly.
So
It's weird, and it just kind of like growls and chomps, but it just kind of like sits there like large bulbous eyes like darting around.
Does it have wings? Can it fly or no?
It does have wings. They're like leathery bat wings.
I'll hold out the pipe. My little dragon pipe.
It's
All
like
right.
he's smoking out of himself.
Does it? Do you smoke? What are
Takes
you?
it, like puts it in a bag.
Where'd you get a bag?
It's like a kangaroo
Like a
pouch.
yeah, it's like a little satchel. Yeah, it just
What
kind
kind of monstrosity did I get?
does it have a fanny pack?
It's a dragon
Like-
eagle kangaroo.
Yes,
Come
like
on.
a fleshy fanny pack. It's stuffing the pipe into.
I'll
That is
grab it,
horrible
yank it
on
back
so
out.
many levels.
Start fishing around. What else do you have in there?
It kind of bites at you.
Ow, fuck! You're a mean little bastard. Alright, well, your name is Ralphette. And I guess I'm your master. But I think this should be more of a friendship. So let's start again. Rule number 1, no biting.
Like bears its teeth.
I will mentally
We'll work on that.
tell Ralph to come in here to kind of, you know, when you get like a new puppy, like the older puppy kind of like shows them like how to do shit. Like give him like the idea of like, this is your younger sister. You teach her the ropes.
How does Ralph react to this?
Ralph is a little taken aback and very cautious. The new whatever the fuck this is gives kind of this like low growling hiss.
This is the first time Gary has seen this. But Ralph pulls a dagger out from his back from a sheath that is identical to mine, but suited specifically for Ralph. And
Oh my god, no! Don't kill it. We'll have to start all over again because I can't just resummon him
Ralph,
like you can with Ralph.
stop! Friend, I told you, little sister. Put your sword away.
reluctantly,
There is
just
like
kind
a questioning like, just put it out of its misery.
of.
Well, I will spend the rest of the day playing in the hot tub with this thing.
If you want to call it playing, it's a little bitey.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
So did Gary use his ring to summon a familiar?
Yep.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
but he had no specific familiar in mind. So what he got is an absolute horror.
I think he had like flying because he was thinking Ralph, and then like dragon-esque because the kobolds were walking around, and that was about as far
Yeah.
as it went.
Yeah,
Nice.
a little distracted with Torgoth, like muttering nonsense.
Oh, speaking of which, I can,
Yeah,
I can
very
totally
much
see
like
Torgoth.
designed by committee. For
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I could totally see Torgoth like trying to bite it. Like the familiar bares its teeth, and Torgoth like raises up his head and bares his teeth at the familiar.
Yeah. It's hideous. I love it.
He is really cute.
We're gonna go.
I swear we have these back home.
Ralphette, nice meeting you. Torgoth, looks like you're a kid and Gary's. I don't know what you guys do together, but weird. Kind of regretting being in the same jacuzzi as you guys for right now. I'm gonna go make dinner. Bye.
Don't be such a prude.
Like in Lance's mind, like like you've just been in there for 4 days, and this is what comes out of it.
Is Gary just butt naked in the jacuzzi the entire time?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
easy.
As butt naked as he can be with Torgoth.
No, I mean Torgoth
Torgoth like seeps into his skin.
Yeah,
Like, it's like Venom
basically
style.
Venom. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Venom. Like Torgoth is Venom. So like, unless Gary needs him, Torgoth is not there. Unless Torgoth feels like giving his input.
You should make this much hotter.
Too cold.
I feel like because the kobolds are just routinely throwing random shit in there because it's like a big pot of soup, Gary's eating the vegetables and like all the chunks of meat that float by, Torgoth is just like snagging.
No, not allowed to.
Gary can't see all the chunks of meat that come in.
Got a pretty watchful eye.
Because it's not that like Torgoth uses Gary to eat. Torgoth himself does not eat. If that makes sense.
How much would it have cost to supply the ship with like metal and stuff for like building guns and whatnot?
I mean, I guess it would depend on what you're trying to like acquire, like what projects you would want to be working on or whatever. You can get like basics.
Machine
but I mean,
gun.
I actually have the machine gun, so it's up to you to figure out how to put it on the back. Because I already have the gun.
It's probably gonna be like 200 gold worth of materials.
Okay. Okay.
You can spend the next 4 days in your like sequestered away in your forge tinkering.
Yeah.
You can make a tinkering check.
I would like go to Gary. Be like, "Hey Gary, I have a question. You know how you make
I
us
fire the pyramid.
better?
That's
You know,
very
you
sweet
like.
of you. I feel like you make us better too.
I'm talking more of like in battle and whatnot. Like you say some words and we get better and stronger. We can do things.
You mean like guidance?
Yeah, can I get that?
What do you need it for?
I'm trying to make some shit, and it'd be better if I,
It
could
doesn't
do it
last very
better.
long. So like, all right, hold on. I'll get out of the hot tub and just from like the nipples down, it is just a shriveled mess.
Yeah, you
At
are
this
approved.
point, I'll just throw my bathrobe on and follow Harrow and assist her
Okay.
with guidance and bless and um emboldening bond
So what? That's 3d4.
and the help action.
You can't cast guidance and bless as they're both concentration.
Okay, so just 2d4. And then with the pyramid, that would be my proficiency bonus, correct? Added?
And doubled.
Doubled. Okay. Ah.
It's basically whatever modifier you have, just double it.
So when it comes to tinkering tools, because I've got proficiency in it, it's just my straight proficiency bonus, correct?
Yeah, and whatever the base check is,
Let me see.
probably in this case dexterity.
Okay.
So if you have expertise and tools, you add triple proficiency.
Because she's already proficient with it. It would still be like whatever your modifier is for that. So whatever your dex and proficiency bonus is added together for the tinkerer's tools, double that.
Holy shit. Okay. So my dex is 5, proficiency is 3, so that's 8, so doubled is 16.
16.
Then-
Yes.
So wait, that's just that. I rolled a 12. So that's 28 plus 2 4s. So that's what, a 36?
Yeah. So not only like given that you already kind of like have a base to work with, you take the turret that it was unhandily ripped from the ornithopter, repurpose it, and over the course of the next few days, like not only like completely put that shit back together in a much like easier to transport form, you also like managed to start messing around with that dragon stone. And you know that it's like, I probably should wait for somebody who knows something about this. And you just kind of throw caution to the wind, and you begin setting about, like, chiseling it out, breaking sections off like a piece of crystal, polishing them, inscribing glyphs and runes across them, and by the end of the third day, you're pretty well on your way to having this thing entirely completed.
By the end of the
So-
third day, Gary's finally gonna ask, like, so what exactly are we doing?
You know how we have that dragon stone?
Yeah.
I was hoping we could use it to power a automatic gun. So I could, or, you know, anyone that has versed in guns can just have a machine gun, like the turret, but a personal use one. Just a repeating automatic gun.
But you're gonna carry all this shit around with you? Thought you were like
It's a-
mounting it on the deck. It's huge.
It's
It's a need. To...
it's
It
totally
is.
gonna
It
be
is
a
almost the size of her, and she's like sits there with these reciprocating like spinning barrels on this like tri-barrel minigun
like
that she's currently holding.
like I said before. It's gonna be a Rocket and Groot situation. She's just gonna be on my shoulders. She's the heavy.
Yeah. So
That way, when shit gets real, like, we don't really have area of effect. And we're pretty good one-on-one, but this will give us an area so I can just spray a bunch of bullets and just kill a bunch of people that's surrounding us. Or impede them. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm still a little bit lost as to how you're gonna get it from point A to point B.
Oh, we'll work on it.
Do you have like the wheels? Can you push it around like a cart?
It's more of a situational use. Like, it's not going to be a every time. More of a, oh shit, maybe we strap this onto Lance's back and like he carries it, and then like if shit gets real, I'll use it.
With her like 3,000 roll, did she make it more convenient to carry?
it's a very large gun just by
It's, like,
virtue of how
Ergonomically
intricate it is.
correct.
But it is definitely wieldable by someone. Like even Harrow's like short stature. But it's basically like she just made Jinx's gun. So
I'm imagining like a World War One Maxim cannon, like Maxim gun with like the tripods and everything you have to set up.
yeah, no, that more like Jinx's gun.
I definitely was imagining that as well. Like the shoulder
And
strap,
also-
and just like hold it.
Mhm.
Brrrr.
Also, too, like the kobolds could use it. So if they're in a world of shit, like one could just stand there and just spray a bunch of shit, and I'd feel better about it. So it's
How-
not just
How long would it take her to make a backpack accessory where one of the kobolds just like gets on all fours and like mounts it up, and then the other one's like use it and feed it? That would be amazing.
It's like, I breathe lead fire.
Yeah, they're just a like a machine gunner crew.
Exactly.
One carries the backpack with all the ammo, and the other one carries
Mhm.
the gun.
Like
It's-
takes two to carry the gun, and then like one has like the mount on his back.
Yeah.
so it's more of a other people can use it, and it's not just a my gun. It's whatever the need rises, we can utilize it.
I hate to interrupt, but I just realized, Dagan, you just moved into a new place. You're in a different location.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Oh, yeah,
Congratulations! You're
yeah,
home.
yeah. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
in the guest room.
There you go.
You mean the
Yeah.
D&D room?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some cool stuff in the back for D&D.
Brad,
Don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be
you
something.
want any inspiration? There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Gary, thank you for helping. I really, really appreciate it.
Of course. I'm very surprised that you're gonna let anybody else touch this thing when you're done with it.
Well, we've been concerned about the kobolds and them being safe. And there's been situations where we've had overwhelming people rushing us, and it would even out the playing field a bit more. So, I mean, yes, I would absolutely love to be the one to use it, but it doesn't
Honestly, I
have to be
think
just
we'll-
me.
The kobolds will probably stay with the ship when we go to do dangerous stuff,
Yeah.
at least in the short term.
I mean, I'm not saying that they should go out into battle with us at all. It's just in case. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
And I mean, you've seemed to be a better shot recently.
I feel like I'm getting pretty
Gunpowder
good.
ratio is a little bit questionable, and we can work on it. But
No, I think it's perfect. My
Yeah,
gun's way louder than yours, so
that's not very. You're kind of wasting, and you're going through it more than you should. And I mean, unless you want to spend the money to get more,
no, that's how you make the bullets hit really hard.
that's not no.
Yeah.
No.
That's why it's louder.
No. There's
And it shoots a really big fireball out of the barrel every time.
maybe it will be my gun. You know.
That started out as like real high praise from Harrow and ended up being one of those things where like a girl is like, "Oh my god, you're just so cute," and she's like, "I know."
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
work on it. We'll work on it.
You probably need like you kind of get interrupted in the midst of being almost nearly completed with this as you arrive in to your destination. So you guys arrive at this this place, and it is called the Risen Reef, and you can see it. You can see like it's out over the water. You can see the distant mountains off to your west, as well as some like mountain ranges off to your east as well. There's just wide open expanse of water that lays before you, and this lashed together amalgamation of rope and metal and anything that you can kind of imagine seems to have been used and is currently being used. There's these three kind of conical shaped rocks that have been lashed together with heavy cable. And across them you can see bridges that construct and kind of lead from one to the other, and they're wide and they're a little wobbly. And you can also see just massive dockyards built all around the edges of this. You watch as you're approaching, and some ships actually fly into the interior of this place as well, kind of losing sight into these caverns that make up, and these large metal doors that seem to kind of slide shut, hiding whatever lie beyond. You can see a myriad of individuals milling around, and the colors and the smells that begin to get you, good and bad, as you get closer. You can see various flags and mast designs of multiple different crew, like pirate crews and smuggling rings, all stationed here within the collective.
All right,
You
Bill, Lance, for God's sakes, give me the badges.
Yes, people here don't take kindly to authorities.
Uh,
And watch your coin purses.
I totally left it in my room. Definitely don't have it.
Insight check.
It's gonna be a low AC.
I mean, I have a 6 on that, so
You can roll a deception check.
I don't even have my dice.
Bill hands over his badge.
Okay.
Could that gun fit into the bag of
13
holding?
natural.
yeah.
Yeah. Like just
That's how-
barely, but
With the
it
negative
fits.
one, so 12.
Pretty big. Oh, 12.
Yeah,
You're not too certain, Levi.
Levi is gonna give you a side eye. Go about it.
I will. I don't think we're like in the mood to buy anything. So I'm gonna leave like most of my gold, minus like 50 for like food and shit, and like
Okay.
any like valuables I have on the ship. And then I
Okay.
guess we'll have like the crew minus the captain and the kobolds like guarding the ship the whole time.
Phasmus is coming with you, but the other four
Yeah.
members of the crew are staying.
Yeah.
Do we have vaults in our rooms? Like everyone has
Like
like a
safes?
lock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also like a pretty like a secure vault in the captain's quarters as well.
Yeah.
Something much
So
larger.
Much larger, yeah.
Hera will just put all of her stuff in her own vault, minus like 10 gold.
Okay.
I think I would also put my sword and like weapons and stuff in the vault. And I would
You could put them in the big one, but in like the personal one, it's not much bigger.
like in the captain's quarters one though. Like that.
Yeah,
Is that big
it's
enough?
like one of those tiny little like hotel safes, but it's like built into the side of the wall of the ship, so it's not like somebody could just
But like the one in like
easily
captain's quarters,
walk
I'm
away.
thinking like a gun safe. Is that
Yes.
too much?
Yes.
Alright.
The vault in the captain's quarters is
I will-
about 5 feet tall by about 2 people wide, so
Yeah.
it's pretty good,
I'll
decent size.
put my weapons in there and suggest to Bill to do the same and let him know that if anything happens, I can always bang it for him.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, would you be able to really summon it though through a safe?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. He can summon it anyway.
Super easy.
Oh. So how would that work though? Like, would the safe come flying?
No,
No,
I just summon the sword.
No,
Yeah.
just summons it out of the safe.
Oh,
Yeah.
he summons it out of the safe.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then I will agree to put my sword in the safe.
Hera keeps her gun on her.
The main
The other
reason
thing-
Lance is doing this is because he kind of wants to get into a fight.
Yeah.
But doesn't want weapons
They're-
around.
Quickly looking around at the surroundings, if you wanted a fight, this is probably the place for it. Like, there's a lot of very seedy individuals milling about. There are a multitude of eyes that have turned and are watching you all disembark this ship. Giving a quick glance around, it's readily apparent that one of these things is not like the other. Your guys' ship is brand new, spotless, beautiful. Against the collection of ragtag cobbled together ships and crews and just what have you that ensconce this place. Like, very readily apparent, you are seriously out of your element.
Why can't I never remember his name? Minotaur dude. What's his name?
Phasmus?
Phasmus. I fucking heard it 9 million times. Can't remember. If Phasmus didn't, I would suggest to the crew just like be ready on the guns just in case.
Okay. They're
Also-
keeping a close eye.
Also-
but nothing overtly.
I guess keep the ship running because it's not like we have to pay for fuel.
Hera would also ask Phasmus if some of us should stay behind other than the crew. Well, do you think it's safe?
Lance definitely doesn't want to stay behind. He looks badass in his leather duster and his bandolier of daggers. All big and badass. Now he has like green and fucking gray stripes in his hair. Like super cool.
And you do see that like, unlike most cities, all like 90% of individuals that you see milling about the docks, they are all armed.
Also-
So you dock, begin to disembark.
I'm just like struggling with a leash to get Ralphette to follow me.
And then we should tell the crew where the extra Rocky Talkie is, and that the code
Okay.
word is just burrito.
Burrito, okay. Kyrie takes it, puts it on. I'll let you know if anything happens. You get about 40, 50 feet down the dock. And you're kind of parked at the end. a official-looking individual kind of comes swaggering up to you all. And you're kind of nestled between two other ships. The one immediately to your right. You can see the name. It's dark black sails that are almost like blue, but they're like haggard. There's dents and holes like down the side of the keel of the ship that have been hastily tarred over and patched. And an even darker black ink that you can barely like make out against like the black hole. It reads the listing shadow. When an individual approaches you, oh, what's your business? Kind of takes a moment, looks you all up and down. Not from around these parts.
I'm gonna let Phasmus do the talking.
Yeah, Lance is
Yeah.
playing the role as like enforcer behind Phasmos.
Yeah.
Like, Hera will have all of, like, the
Phasmus
guns
is-
out.
Our business is our own. Well, if you want to park here, you gotta pay the docking fee. 25 gold.
Insight check that shit.
Go ahead.
Ah, fuck. That's a 21.
Absolutely trying to strong arm you.
Like, Hera just to Phasmus. That's not acceptable. He's bullshitting us.
Look, I don't make the rules. The kill breaker sets the prices. You dock, you pay. You're not part of the collective.
So Hera would have said that just telepathically, not out loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna ask if I overheard that.
Phasmus would retort with, seems a little steep, friend. To which this individual will respond.
Can Harrow will reach out to Lance telepathically. Think you can make yourself as intimidating, as scary as you can?
I'm gonna step up.
How about we make
Harrow-
it 5, and you walk away with all your fingers intact?
Harrow
Make
will
an
remove.
intimidation check.
Wait. Harrow's
Uh,
gonna remove her scarf, like, before they set out. And she gets advantage on intimidation checks because of the heavily scarred.
because of heavily scarred.
Yep.
So
Hey,
I just rolled normal though.
god damn it.
I think Sasha's.
I
rolling?
think Sasha's rolling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm giving her advantage.
I already have
Oh.
advantage.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
she's
I'll just be
using
intimidating behind her. So not
That
actually
is a natural
rolling.
20.
A
Ooh,
natural
yeah.
20.
I rolled a
Guys.
1 and a 20.
Like this
There it is.
this greasy gentleman standing on the dock was fairly confident at first, watching Lance kind of crack his knuckles and ask if he wants to keep this guy wants to keep his fingers.
And
The
Harrow's just like, we'll renegotiate
false-
that price.
false bravado seems to drop pretty rapidly, seeing like the debilitating scar that Harrow carries, just from jugular, from side to side, visibly gulps. 5 gold it is.
Insight check to make sure that wasn't too much. For a 19.
This time it seems a little bit more reasonable.
Okay.
You also get
gold
the
too.
sense that it's probably a sliding scale, and given what your ship looks like, definitely thought they could weasel more out of you.
5 gold seems more than generous.
Takes it, clinks it in his pouch. Have a good day. And he strolls off to the end of the dock in his little guard hut situated at the end. You make it probably another 30 feet, and you hear somebody whistle. Kind of come down, like, make sure that, you see them, and that they kind of make a point to quickly get in your way to prevent you from, like, progressing any further.
Can I do a perception check real quick to see, like,
Sure.
if there's... I'm mainly looking because, like, I didn't want to have my sword on me because I didn't want to, like, come across as threatening. But you said, like, everyone has weapons. It seemed
Everyone is
like
armed,
it's
yeah.
more awkward if you don't have weapons.
You are more out of place than you possibly could be.
All right, then I don't even need a perception check. I guess I'll just summon both.
Yeah, it's
Bills
pretty
and
apparent.
my weapon.
Like, it is such a stark contrast from the towns and places that you have traveled to and been in acquaintance of to this. Everyone looks menacing. Like, everyone's got, like, broken noses and heavily scarred, like, patchy, like, beards where like, skin has been melted or burned away. There is a hardness to a lot of these individuals here that is, like, very surprising.
Oh my god, Adam wants to get in a fight so bad.
Levi's just gonna pull over his cowl just because frig.
Yeah.
This den of thieves.
So
Wanna be
summon our
Yeah.
swords. Give
Yeah.
Bill his sword.
I'm just struggling with my nightmare chihuahua in the back.
It's just like trying to gnaw through the leash. Just like slobbering and salivating.
Ralph is going to, after I summon my sword, land on my shoulder, and just like, kind of like stretch, pat his little dagger in his sheath.
Just the Gary's familiar. Just a nasty creature.
Surprisingly strong.
Mentally from Ralph.
Surprisingly strong and very ill-tempered. So
What the fuck is with this guy? I don't know, man.
You make it down a little bit farther to the dock, and you pass this ship called the Listing Shadow on your way towards it. Like, and there's all these colorful tents and shops that are just past, like, the dockyard. And this gentleman, he's wearing, black clothes, a long black, not duster, but like a long pea coat sort of style, but it's definitely seen better days. He's got, a feathered hat, and he carries himself with an air of superiority. Hey, friends. How are you today? Oh, come now, cat's got your tongue.
Considering this is the second time we're being interrupted in our business. Pushing it.
I mean no ill harm. I would like to inquire where you purchased such a caliber of ship.
Who's to say we purchased it?
You strike a mighty fearsome pose, lassie, but I can smell the new ship smell roiling off that beast.
Like we said to the last person, our business is our own.
It's fair enough. Just curiosity. How much you want for it?
80,000
He's not
gold
for sale.
pieces.
500,000
Uh,
gold pieces.
Just kind of hand on his hip. Oh, that seems like an unreasonable offer. Out
Plus-
here in the
Seemed
goodness
like an
of my
unreasonable
heart.
question.
Oh, I could use an upgrade, and kind of pats the side of his ship. How about
Yeah,
a
you
trade?
could. I'm gonna move to walk past him.
He's gonna step out in front of you, kind of like shoulder check you.
I will cast Hold Person.
Okay. What's the save on that?
Lance does not like that
17.
at all. He immediately draws his sword.
You cast it, and nothing happens. He just kind of, no,
Lance
that was
gets
very rude.
in between him and Gary.
And what do you have to say about it? I'm over here trying to be cordial, inquiring about the price of a new ship.
Just stares menacingly. Doesn't say anything.
We're not selling.
Everyone's got a price, lassie.
Not
That's
sure
the
what
woman
we're
said.
willing to
Tour.
pay.
I would love that. Could we do it now?
Well, I mean, what's your offer at least? But you would like to first see the ship, eh?
We aren't doing tours.
I just want to see the inner workings of a magnificent craft.
If he tries to advance, I'm gonna take my sword and like put it in between him and where he's trying to go.
I wouldn't be doing that. You aren't from around here. We have rules. And those rules don't apply to you. Outsiders.
Buddy,
So,
please calm down.
how about we make it 10,000 and you find your way off this rock?
Oh, no, sir, that is far, far too low.
I'm not asking.
Well, you say there's rules. I'm sure whoever makes those rules would love to know that fresh meat is being haggled away.
You think the Killbreaker wants anything to do with you?
You don't know us. You have nothing to go on. So, are you saying that you're part of the
No.
Guildbreaker and you have a voice in this matter?
But you do have a
'Cause
nice
you-
ship. And I think I'll be taking it for myself. I need everybody to
No.
roll for initiative.
You
I'm
Yes, sir.
Herb just shouts, "Fuck yeah!"
I feel like we're gonna be riding donkeys after this fight.
All right, let me find your guys' tokens. I don't even remember.
It's been so long since we fought.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I deleted a bunch of maps, so I have to like find everybody.
We should have just shot him. Shouldn't have talked.
I tried.
I was about to attack.
He
Came
seemed like
fucking
a
close.
nice fellow, to be honest. I thought I was gonna give him a tour.
Fucking Bill.
I mean, it was nice. He like, he liked the ship and be like, oh, I don't know. Ooh, I got 74 hit points now. I'm like a tank.
You also got plate armor, didn't you?
No, I passed on it because there was only one extra AC for 1,000 gold. Didn't seem.
Mhm. That's a pretty damn good deal, though.
Yeah, one extra AC is pretty nice.
I mean,
I was
a
actually
ring
thinking
of
about it.
protection is 5,000 gold, and that's also only one extra AC.
No, like you should buy it.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if that was like a priority or not. I mean, it's something that's worth having, worth getting eventually. Maybe not necessarily this time around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Gary that just needs to roll for. Gary, what's your initiative?
Oh, I got a 20.
Nice.
Damn, I got the lowest.
And yet we're all very high because usually I'm like 5, 3.
Oh, that's the first time I've
Yeah.
actually rolled well for initiative in a long time.
Yeah, actually I rolled a
Alright,
17, so I
Dang.
was stoked. -1
Yeah.
though.
Honestly, we normally do so shitty on initiatives, and we're actually doing pretty good right now.
Yeah. I know, because I've got like a
Question,
+8,
Kyle.
so I...
Uh-huh.
When I cast Hold Person, did it seem like he resisted the spell, or that he has
Yeah,
some sort of
he
immunity to?
No, he resisted it.
Okay.
That was silly. Like, just a head popped over Obi's shoulder. Also, Obi looks great in the stream. Like, the little background looks like it fits the stream.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Super silly.
All right. Oh, here, let me. Make sure you guys adjust your HP because this is from a while ago, I believe.
Which is the guy? Because I would be in between him.
And Harrow.
Probably this guy right here, the one in black.
Yeah.
The man in black.
It's been a while since we got to just brawl with some fuckers. Ooh. Is it my go, Kyle?
Yeah, it is. Sorry.
Okay. And how big is the drop, like off of the edges?
It's like a mile up in the air, but there is netting below the dock structure.
Okay. So you would not fall a mile
Yeah,
if you fell off.
you probably fall about 100 feet and then hit the netting.
I will. I'm gonna hold resilient sphere for the first time one of them takes a swing at us,
Okay.
or before my next turn.
Okay. All right, Lance.
I'm going to.
Oh, that's dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Can I take that back? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm
I
just
haven't
gonna
gone yet.
cast. I'm just gonna do emboldening bond.
Okay.
I saw the purple dots out, but then I realized that those aren't actually there because
Yeah, they're old.
they're old. I'm gonna take it off of Levi and put it on Harrow instead.
Thank you.
Do I have emboldening bond?
Yeah, it's you,
Yeah.
Harrow, and Bill.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to draw my other great sword, and as I do, everyone notices the black and green streaks in my hair start to get more vibrant, and my muscles look much more pronounced. And I will use my dragon gift for the first time.
All right.
Yes.
What does that
What
do?
does your dragon gift do?
So it ups my strength, so I have advantage on strength checks, but I also get to wield two-handers as if they were one-handers without any drawbacks to hit.
Fuck yeah.
And I can use my
What
bonus
is a
action
dragon's gift?
because
His
my
draconic
girlfriend
gift.
bestowed it on me.
Yeah, his draconic gift.
And I can use my bonus action to use a second two-hander, like a Fury Warrior, with no penalty.
That's pretty dope.
Yup.
Mhm.
It's super rad. I love it.
It's just Titan's grip.
Pretty much, yes. All right. I guess I'll use one at a time. So for my main
It's
hand,
basically it's rage for Lance.
right? Pretty much, yeah. So main hand is going to be a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
All right. Reroll one. Where are you? Oh, shit, yeah. So that is going to be 12 plus 5, 17 plus 5 poison. So 23?
Points of damage.
No, 22. 22 points of damage and 5, that's poison. For my main hand.
All right.
Again, main hand. That is going to be a lot. 19 plus 3 plus 8. So 30?
To hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is going to be 15 regular plus 3 poison damage. So 18. Offhand. Yeah. 18 plus 3 plus. What's. I don't think I have it. 18 plus 7. 25 to hit for the offhand.
Yeah.
That's going to be 6 plus 4, 10 damage to the offhand.
How many attacks do you get in one go now?
3. It's basically the same as kind of before.
Is it 3 or is it 4? Because every
No,
time I attack, I get 2 attacks.
like,
But if I'm using.
Offhand is a bonus action, is it not?
Oh, yeah, so it's 3.
So you only get 3. Mhm.
Yep, okay. And then. Cast. How bad is this guy looking?
not that bad. You swing into him and it you're even though you hit, it hits his armor, like carves a furrow, draws some blood, but he also on that last attack as it comes in, he's there and you hit him, but he also kind of spins with it and reduces the damage a little bit when you hit him.
Oh shit. Alright. I'll action
Got
search.
yellow jagged teeth. Just kind of sneering.
Hey, I don't know if that one's gonna hit. So that's a 9 plus 2 plus 8.
Or what?
That is a 19 to hit. I action
for what?
searched.
Oh, 19. One second. Is going to use oh no, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, 19 hits.
2. So that is plus 5. So that's 16 plus 3 poison damage. So
Okay.
19. I don't think this is gonna hit. Oh, the 2 plus 4 plus 8. So that's 14.
14 does not.
Okay.
This time
Didn't think so.
you strike out. And he's just not there, spun to the side.
Alright.
Oh shit.
I think not Hootie. Ralph is going to fly up and give Harrow the assist.
Thank you.
And that'll be my turn.
All right.
And then it's 10 rounds, so that's 1 round on my dragon.
Okay.
I'll keep track.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to Levi.
I'm going to quicken bonus action cast Mage Armor,
Okay.
and then don't know what this guy has on him, so I'm going to cast Chill Touch against Captain Dude.
Okay.
I wasn't actually paying attention. How much damage did it actually do to this dude?
I want to say 70 or 80 points.
Okay. Yeah, I was unsure about using a great weapon for it because plus 10 is great, but I feel like this dude has high AC, so.
Yeah.
Does a 10 hit him?
10 does not.
And then I think I'm going to back up a little bit.
All right.
Can I just move? I guess I'm kind of right in between here. Can I move up here? Sorry. Just so I'm in between this guy and the other guy over here.
Sure.
Yeah, then I'll do it. Sorry. Okay.
All right. It's Levi's turn. Bringing us to this guy's turn.
just for my own self, are all the dead bodies actually supposed to be there? And
No.
also, are they supposed to be giants? Because they're fucking huge dead bodies.
And also, are the docks on fire?
That too.
It
No.
will be.
It's about to be, yes.
And Bill's like, I haven't swung my sword yet.
All right. This guy is going to sneer. Look at Lance. My turn. Is going to make 4 attacks against you, Lance. Let's see. What's that? It's going to be 26 to hit on the first attack. 24 to hit on the second attack. Not great for the third attack. I don't think a 13 is going to hit. Fourth attack. A 20 to hit.
I'm gonna cast shield so 1 goes through.
All right. You take 17 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make
Jesus.
a Constitution save, please.
Plus 4 to your save.
Oh, right.
Is that from you?
Yeah.
I get the plus 4 as well, or the D4 as well, correct? From Bolding Bun for my save?
Yeah.
If you so choose.
Rolled a 1 and a 4. The 1 was on the D20 and the 4 was on the D4. So I got 9 total.
Very nice.
Oh, wait. Cons?
Con save, yeah.
That's actually going to be a 15.
Okay.
So, really good at con, apparently. 15 with a roll of 1.
All right. Unfortunately, that is still a fail.
Nope.
And as you feel that blade draw across your chest, you have that slow kind of stinging pain that radiates from, and you look down and you can see a little bit of greenish colored liquid spilling from your wound. You are now poisoned.
So, speaking of poisoned, is it cumulative? Or can you only be poisoned once?
The poison condition, it's a poison condition, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, is what the poison condition does.
Alright, so this guy would have been poisoned 4 different times with my attacks.
You do poison damage, not poisoned.
Oh, okay. So it's poison damage, but it doesn't give the actual
and
debuff?
And it should be acid. It should be acid damage, not poison.
Oh, you said poison, so you want me to change it to acid?
Maybe it is poison. I don't know. It's fine for what it is, but yeah, it's just poison damage.
Do you want me to change it to acid though?
I don't remember what I wrote down.
You told me poison, so I mean, if
Yeah,
you
that's
want
fine.
it to be
That's
acid, I don't give a shit.
No, there was a reason for what I chose. I just didn't remember what
But
it
she's
was.
a green
so,
dragon, and I think they
A
do.
serpent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it does not.
But it doesn't do
apply
like
the
lingering
poisoned-
poison. It just does extra.
Yes,
poison
it is
damage.
not the poisoned
Effect.
condition. It is
Yeah.
poison damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. And then what is that? That's
It is. This guy is then going to.
hit. I get disadvantage on hit Right? You said?
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
He is going to bonus action disengage. 10, 15, 20, 21.
Oh, motherfucker.
Back around over here.
This is totally going to be my Captain Connors. I can feel it already. Dagan, for those
so
who
funny.
don't know,
His last name is Connors.
you
Just
fucking
kidding, it's not.
shithead cow.
Is this gonna gauge a boat? Oh no, never mind.
Dagan, if you don't know, Captain Connors was one of the people that we met like very early on in the first campaign. And he was my arch nemesis forever, and I can never kill this fucker, and he ran away from me like fucking 10 times.
That's
fucker
hilarious.
got 4 attacks and disengage as a bonus action?
Yes.
He wasn't threatened at all, and your whole person did shit, so he's probably pretty powerful.
So he's like a rogue and a level 18 fighter?
Basically.
Well, he's a rogue. All right, Bill. That's
Isn't there a combat-based rogue that like is all about fighting, not stealth?
It's like the swashbuckler.
I think that's what I was thinking about.
I don't think they ever get 4 attacks.
I'll attack this person. I will throw my sword, or not throw my sword. I will put my sword into the air and say the command word and set the sword ablaze.
I throw my sword up in the air sometimes.
And it explodes into flames.
Let's see. I will do great weapon attack.
Okay.
So what is that? -5 to hit, right?
-5 to hit. Yeah.
Okay, and then I get D4 for 2 attack, right? Or no?
You get D4 on attack,
yeah.
Look, guys, you guys have so many broken abilities and stuff. Like, I cannot use like basic stats from the monster manual any longer.
I agree.
So,
Understandable. I'm just
16.
in awe.
16 just barely hits.
Okay. I will do a first level smite as well. And these guys are in no way fiends or...
No.
Okay. So I'm going to roll first for my sword damage. I got a 1 and a 6. We roll the 1. Oops. Where'd it go? Oh, damn it. If it drops on the floor, does that count, or do I get to re-roll it? What's the rules?
Insufficiently random.
Okay, so it dropped as the 1. Damn it. Okay. So let's see. So the flame does an extra 6 plus. So that's a 10. 17, 21, 31, and 40.
God damn. So, how much damage total? 40?
40.
Okay. Okay. So, flaming blue fire of the sword strikes into this individual, cutting through, searing his flesh. Surprisingly, like, you expect like a lesser man to reel from the impact and the damage you just inflicted, and there is just an angry stare in his eyes.
Uh-oh. I will attack
That's on the
again.
barbarian.
I'll do the plus 10 great weapon master attack.
All right.
Ooh! Oh! Ooh! Look, it's a It's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
God
Hell
damn.
yeah! So that's 20
what's-
plus whatever you roll.
See, he
So-
didn't even have to warm up this time. He just went for
He
it.
just went for it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so the plus 2d6 for the flame sword.
So it's going to
also
be
is double.
4d6 plus
Yes.
2d6.
Any dice that you roll.
And I'm also going to do a level. I'll do level 1 too. Level 1.
Smite again.
So
Yeah.
it's
Put 'em in the
66.
ground.
So, okay,
66 plus whatever your smite is.
All right, so I'll do the 2d6 for the sword because I can reroll 1s and 2s.
But that your 2d6 of your sword should double to
Yeah,
4d6 the sword, right?
Well, you
You
roll
double the
dice and
damage.
double it.
Yeah.
You double
Yeah,
the damage.
Roll the
Okay.
dice and
Yeah.
double it. So
All right, so that's 8. I gotta maybe write this down somewhere.
So 16.
Okay, you guys gonna keep track? Okay.
Yep.
So that's that, and then I'm gonna roll the 2d6 for the flame part of it. So that's
Oh, you
6
get
total.
2d6 for your flames? That's dope.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Alright, so what is that now? What'd you roll?
6
I
total.
got
So 12, so now you're at 28.
Okay, and then once you roll the smite for a total of 14.
So 28. So now you're at 56.
Did you add the 10 for?
No, not yet.
Haven't
This is
added
just
any flat
rolls.
damage yet.
This is just rolls.
Oh, okay.
So you
Plus
get
10 is
20.
So that's
20. So now you're at 76. Because
no,
The
no,
10 doesn't double.
No, the 10 doesn't double.
Oh, the 10 doesn't double? Are you sure?
It's only
No.
if I
It's
roll.
only whatever you roll.
Even though that's a part of the roll?
Yes, it's just the dice the number on the dice doubles, not the modifiers and everything associated with it. It's like
But
you don't
it's
add
it's
twice your
technically
strength and
not
stuff.
a modifier though. It's just included in the roll.
Yeah, but it's not something that you can actually roll. It's still a modifier. It's albeit a separate modifier.
yeah,
I guess,
you don't
yeah.
double great weapon. It's just a static 10.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So it's 66.
Did you also add the 4 for just the normal modifier for the sword? So plus
No,
4
but that
more.
comes after. So you
70.
don't actually double the modifiers.
No. It's
Yeah.
2d6 plus 4. So
I know, but you don't double the modifiers. You only double
What's
the
your
dice roll.
what's
Yeah,
your
well,
strength
we-
modifier, Dagan?
I never added the modifier though.
70.
Yeah. So
we-
now you have to add your modifiers. So it's plus 4.
Yeah.
All
Is your
so
is your
you're at
strength
70 even.
what's your strength at?
16 total.
So plus
Okay.
4. No, that's plus 3.
Yeah, well, he's got a +1 sword, so he gets
Yeah,
plus
I got
He's
one.
got a plus 1 sword. So that's 70 total now.
Okie dokie. That's my damage.
Not
this
bad at
guy
all.
hits the fucking dirt.
Jesus Christ.
God
Obliterated.
damn. Yeah.
When Bill pops off,
Uh,
he fucking pops off.
I'm gonna have to rethink some of my strategies here.
Should they roll group intimidation?
Right.
Right.
Old man slaughters innocent dock worker. More at 6.
uh, this guy's gonna come up. Um.
I don't like any of this.
Complaints were made about lack of content of combat. Therefore, we now have combat.
I mean, Lance is stoked he's fighting people. He's a little annoyed that the person he was trying to kill, A, didn't take as much damage as he should, and B, ran the fuck away like a little bitch.
Bill's secretly excited that he's using this sword and he gets to use it. And there's battle going up.
I didn't know Flame Tongue did 2d6. That's dope. Thought it did 1d6.
Yeah, you have to use a bonus action to light it up, but
How
That's
how
the
long
only
does it stay
drawback.
lit?
until I use the
Extinguish it?
command word again, until I drop it, or until I sheath it.
That's dope.
This guy's
You
gonna
guys
come
got
up
some pretty cool
here
shit.
Yeah, for sure.
and
Worth the 5K.
Totally worth that, yeah.
Damn.
2d6 for 5k? Totally worth it.
Oh,
Okay.
plus it does 40 feet of light and 40 feet of dim light past that.
Like a torch.
Yeah.
Nice.
This dude's gonna make 3 attacks against you. That's a natural 3. That sucks. Yeah. Second attack's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Miss. Third attack is gonna be a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Gonna expend a superiority die and make a precision attack. That's gonna be 20 points of slashing damage.
You bitch.
Also, Mike, use your familiar to aid or do something.
Is then going to action surge for another 3 attacks. That's a natural 19 to hit.
That's your AC, right? 19? Or is it 20?
So, okay. Second attack is going to be a natural 6. That's not going to hit. And third attack, natural 2. But okay. Okay, gonna expend another superiority die for another precision. Man, that's fucking terrible. That's gonna be an 11 points of slashing damage. It's his turn. Let's see. Looking good. That guy is a dead. This guy over here is going to back up 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, oh, 25, 30. He's gonna move back, and then he's going to pull out staff, watch the tip light up in flame, and points it in your guys' direction. Let's see. What's this at?
What the fuck are fireball?
Yeah, fireball. So I need all you guys to make deck saves.
Counterspell.
Okay.
Oh, and he has visual. Yeah, totally could counterspell.
Yes.
Fuck yes, Levi coming through.
It's 60 feet, right? What's the range on counterspell?
Oh,
I thought it was like longer than that. Is it not?
oh fuck. Yeah, no, I was like, I'm.
Damn.
It's 60 feet.
Yeah, no.
60 feet.
Bummer.
Yeah. Fuck.
Deck saves.
All right, deck saves it is.
Deck saves.
Plus 4 for everybody except Levi.
Natural
Plus
1.
4
Ouch.
might actually
Fuck
save
yes.
me.
Don't forget your D4s. Those of you guys that get them.
I got a
Am I-
14, Cal. That's
That
like
is
right on the cusp
9.
with that +4.
I got a nat 20 for 25.
Hey,
Damn.
so did I.
No,
I'm in range of that. Yeah.
Wasted all my nat 20s on
Yeah,
nothing.
you are.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Okay.
Does he also hit
Hey,
his
nat
dude?
20.
What's
Oh
that?
my
No,
God.
Does he also hit his
like,
dudes?
it hits Gary, but it doesn't hit it because he's.
What about the dude below?
Popping it over here.
It's gonna hit one of those
Oh.
guys. If you want to get all of
I
us,
think you're right.
it's either the top guy or the bottom guy. It's gonna hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit this bottom guy. That sucks. For that guy. Sorry, but too late.
Does he see the guy over by me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he
I
came
didn't,
from
I
like
didn't know if
down.
this thing in the middle was like a tower
No,
or
he came from like down here, so he would have seen him. He just moved away.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, probably can't see around
You
that.
can't see him currently,
thing.
but he knows where he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows where he was because he just moved from down over
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Fuck! Everyone rolled so high except me. God damn
I
it!
rolled a natural 1.
I mean, yeah, not you as well. So,
Also, so since the guy's out of range, would that eat up my counter spell or?
No.
No,
no,
it-
you just didn't
it,
use
it
it.
wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You attempt to, but he's out of range. So that
Only eats
is
it if
going
like
to be,
they like pass or fucking
uh,
negate it or something.
Yeah, so everyone succeeded except for Gary and Adam.
Fuck, I knew
You
it.
both
What was
take
it, like
30
16?
Yeah.
Fucking
like
called
just
it. I
Yeah.
knew that. I was like, fucking so close. I
Yeah.
was so much.
You both take 30 points of damage. Everybody else takes 15.
Motherfucker.
how much do I take?
15. Goddamn.
And that's going to end its turn. Harrow, you're up.
Remember, you have advantage.
Yeah. There's many people I would like to kill. Many.
All of them
many
have
people.
feet too.
All of them are ranged attackers. Them motherfuckers. Alright, Gary is in a bad shape. So... Harrow's gonna shoot at the guy harassing Gary. For sharpshooter is a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Okay. That could be better. Alright. That's 10. That's 20 points of damage on him. That motherfucker.
Alright.
For the first attack. Second attack, she will hit him as well. Sharpshooter as well. That's a 19 plus 6, so 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And that's 25 points of damage on him. So with both attacks, that's 45.
How fucked up is this dude looking? Because he got hit before,
just-
right?
No,
No.
he did not get hit before.
No.
The only ones that have been hit
he's-
are the captain and this guy here.
The dead
Big
guy.
one.
He's definitely hurting.
Okay. Then Harrow will. Harrow's gonna action surge, step over this way, and then use her advantage on the captain and expend a grip point for dazing shot to give him disadvantage. It's a 6. Damn.
That is a natural 17.
It's
the
not
save.
even gonna hit. It's gonna be a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Alright, and then she's going to back the fuck up.
Back around the corner.
Try and like,
All right.
that way. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. This guy's turn down here.
How regular vehicle keeps its prey away.
15. It's gonna kind of move up the docks this way. It's going to fire twice towards Bill. Ooh, nice. That is going to be 26 on the first shot, and 21 on the second shot.
Yes to both.
Well, fuck.
Oh, boo boo. Oh, shit. Also going to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action. Man, that sucks. That's going to be 15 points of piercing damage to you, Bill.
15.
Yeah. And then it's going to move the last 10 feet back up, kind of building a choke point back over it in this way.
He's dead.
This guy's dead. So as this, it's only been a few seconds since this started off. You can see that down at the end of the pier, that guard that tried to swindle you guys is currently is now ringing a bell, very loudly, kind of in warning. As some people kind of begin to give you guys extra space, some are just sprinting off the edge of the dock, trying not to get involved in whatever the fuck this is. Gary staring down this guy with a great axe and not looking so hot. We'll pick up there next week.
Ooh.
Craig.
So bummed we don't get to finish it.
Ooh.
But I understand, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm like starting to really not feel very
Benched.
well. Yeah.
That's fair.
Damn.
I appreciate you trooping it through all of this nonsense
Yeah.
that we've been doing.
Right. Right. So.
Oh, fucking new Captain Connors is a bitch and a half.
Yeah.
But if we kill him, can we keep his ship?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we get the fucking Armada. That's how we get the Frittata Armada. Kill this motherfucker, grab his ship. Now we have 2. We can officially call ourselves an Armada.
Or get the ship, sell everything on it, and then get a new ship. So that's good.
Yeah, find a fence. Sell the ship. Fuck.
This guy's a motherfucker and a half. Alright, Kyle,
Yeah.
you're tired. Everybody said bye-bye. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Meet us back here next week. I think we're at like 36 on
We're in the
the
30s.
the podcast.
Oh,
We got
Oh, somewhere
plenty
around
of
there.
time to go.
yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know. I
any
think it's
parting
like
words from the ill?
ow.
Yes, ow indeed. Okay, bye-bye everybody.